you a moderator, sir. If you're open to the task, I will make you a moderator as well. No pressure though, just to be very clear, zero pressure. Um, Black faces in high places still mean nothing to us as a collective of people, ladies and gentlemen. They have expedited, as far as I'm concerned, the detrimental position with which we are in. Okay, even to the point where you got so many shorties out here who ain't even Black American. Shout out to Kamala Harrison, right? Shout out to Kamala Harris. She's not even Black American, but they said you got your first VP. Shout out to Kataji. You got your first female Supreme Court judge, female Supreme Court judge. A lot of first Black bullshitters, y'all. So a lot of people ain't saying rest in peace to Sheila Jackson Lee. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. A lot of people are saying rest in shit. Hey, that's the word on the street. A lot of folks are saying rest in shit. Sheila Jackson Lee. Huh? So am I here to echo that sentiment? To a degree, yeah. I mean, listen, I have no, I have nothing to gain by toting her up and pedestalizing her, just like they did dude that what's it the other dude that died. He was always talking about how he got his ass whooped on Edmonds Pettis Bridge. What was that brother's name, y'all, in the chat? Fairly, what was that dude's name in the chat? Always talking about Edmonds Pettis Bridge. Brother Juan, you know who I'm talking about?
Elijah Cummings or something.
Is it Elijah Cummings? But what's the other dude? I might be mixing them up. The dude that said he in Selma something. He did something in Selma.
Yeah, I forget his name is escaping. I think it's Elijah somebody. The one that said "Good Trouble."
Good Trouble. Yeah, good. That Good Trouble nigga there. Yeah, that cat. All of them niggas. Listen, these folks can't get up at the way quick enough. Okay, that's far as I'm concerned. Chefs, that's on Chef's seat. It's a lot of listen. When you think about the expediting,
John Lewis,
salute. There we go. John Lewis, I bled his hammer. This nigga here. Yeah. I spilled blood on Selma. Edmund Petty Bridge niggas here. Okay? But imagine what these folks are doing. And this is only one of many sneak peeks that we could actually get access to it, y'all. This is one of many sneak peeks of how these people treat the other people that work for them. So if they treat the people that is super close proximity to them like this, shout out Sheila Jackson Lee. What you think your man John Lewis was doing with them folks and anybody else that's like them? These Black faces in high places.
I think the biggest betrayal is I don't know if they believe they did help us out. They believe they helped us out by talking about if we help them, others, they help us. But that hasn't worked. And it continues not to work. I mean, again, the betrayal is sickening. She's not a hero to me. I'm going on record. And for future reference, when I run for political office, they pull this tape up and say, "What did you say about Sheila Jackson Lee?"
Right.
I'm gonna double down on it. She's not a hero to me.
Come on.
Let's just look at her district and ask her district. Look at the works of her district in Texas. Is it better or is it worse?
Hey, Brother Juan, you know what? Let's go there. John Lewis, wasn't he Baltimore? Look at Baltimore.
The worst.
Huh?
Yes. It's
So,
hard to get these Negroes about these offices when they get in.
mm,
It almost takes an act of Congress or death for them to leave.
right, right.
And I'm not going to take away from that shot either, since they was pushing it so heavy.
Mm,
And that shot, the jab is, whether people want to believe it or not, it's it's sped up some of these diseases and illnesses inside of people.
mm.
I've been saying it, and the day would come where they will regret taking that jab
Come on, come on.
and dropping like flies, man. They're dropping. So we're seeing the results. And,
Well, I tell you what, sir. See there, see now. Now you got me thinking of something here, brother Juan J. Johnson. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say this for a little bit later, but now that you're bringing it up, sir, you know, uh, uh let's this. Nah. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because again, we're in a different place now. We're in a different place now when it comes to well, actually, not so much a different place. Let me bring that back. I think the circus is on full display everywhere. Everywhere.
mhm.
Either side, it don't matter what side you identify with. The circus is fully in town, right? Oh man, we got the young warrior coming through. Salute to brother Black Lyric. Salute, brother Black Lyric. Tap in, man. Tap in. Uh yeah, salute to the young warrior, brother Black Lyric checking in. Y'all definitely hang around. I got a very important announcement for y'all toward the end. We're not gonna be here too long today at all, honestly. If anything, maybe another hour, maybe, but not long at all. Because I got a lot of stuff to do. But very important announcement, y'all. So, listen, I want to bring this up. Hulkamania. I'm the real American. You know, Hulk Hogan is a little upset about the way things been rolling out. Shout out to Sheila Jackson Lee getting the fuck up out the way, though. You know what? Hold on. Let me give y'all one more receipt. Salute to your girl Sheila Jackson Lee. Okay. let me give you let me give you one more of your home girl. Ho Sheila. Let me give you one more of her. Just so you understand. What another jigaboo himself. Look at the black gloves on this nigga here. Huh? At a Black Lives Matter. Look at Sheila with the face visor on. Look at your girl Sheila on the red. This is a damn circus, man. This is so much a circus. Look at this shit. But let's play this little. You got a yuck mouth, and then you got the seamstress of
champion for justice, this Harvard educated lawyer, this homegirl from Houston, Texas, this woman who represents you all at the highest level of government in the United States of America. I mean, Monique Presley, Roland Martin, Teresa Hudson, she never forgets where she came from. And she never forgets Felonious, who she's fighting for. She is soon to be the chairperson of the Criminal Justice Committee of the United States House of Representatives. She will never ever stop fighting. She will never ever forget who she's fighting for. And she will never forget that Black Lives Matter. Y'all give it up for my hero, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee.
get the theater, man. Look at this shit here. What?
Yeah, we've gotten so used to
God.
The lies that he kind of remind me of a gesture, like we talked to the last broadcast, a court gesture.
Right.
You gotta pump it up, gotta pump it up just to convince people.
My job was to get
Of the lies. And we're no better with her in office. A lot of them, we're no better. But she's gone.
Well, I tell you, brother Juan. Again, let's you know, she never stopped fighting. She never forget where she came from. She, you know, but Sheila wanna keep it 100 with niggas. Hold on.
it on the calendar, imprint it in your brain, or send me the information back saying, Congresswoman, I made sure that the Ovi Duncan Tell event that you gave me for so-and-so date at 7 is on the fucking calendar. Not to, Jerome has it. Okay? So when I called Jerome, he on me sitting up there like a fat ass, just an idiot, talking about what the fuck he doesn't know. Okay? Both of y'all are fuck ups, a fucking F.
Is this your congresswoman? Is this your congresswoman? Is this your congresswoman? That's the question I gotta ask. Is this your congresswoman? Summed up in one sentence. No? And that's her staff. So if her staff's a fucks up, what did that say about her?
Yeah. She said, both of you fucks. Ran down on him. Hold on. She gonna say you niggas ain't got no emotion. You ain't shit. You fuck ups. Dumb motherfucker. Listen, I don't want to take the words out of Sheila's mouth. You do it. Sheila, speak your truth, sis.
It's the worst shit that I could have ever had put together.
They'll be saying, well, Chef, you're taking her out of context. You're using one quote from her. I mean, she's been in office almost 25, 30 years. How do you just sum up in one quote that the words I say speak for me?
Right. Listen. Hey, let me see what the Fed. Let me see. And this is how you talk to people you pay to make sure you look good in public. That part. Huh? This ain't, I'm not mixing it up. I'm not doing nothing. I said, let me, Sheila, stand 10 toes on how you get busy, sis. A woman of the people. Right.
Two goddamn big ass children. Fucking idiots. Serve no goddamn purpose.
Imagine that happened daily to them. That wasn't no one time. That was just a conversation that was caught.
Come on.
That was the conversation that somebody happened to capture because they got tired of that person attacking them. But you're going to hear all these kumbayas come out of everywhere. Pay respect and homage.
Right.
They're going to be well of her.
Wish her well. This was our sister. The first black prominent woman in whatever, blah, blah, blah. Propaganda, American Palooza at its best.
Ain't managing nobody. Nobody's respecting them. Nobody gives a shit about what you're doing. And you ain't doing shit. And this is an example of it. I gave it to Jerome. This is not child's work.
Right. These are the folks who are responsible for how she looks in public. That's a fact, Sister Star. This is daily, and shout out to brother Juan J. Johnson. Let's be very clear. This is the conduct on a daily basis, y'all. They are paid to take those punches and that abuse. Shout out to my sis, QT. to the scales in the building. Salute, sis.
You know what? She made a great point, but she said, "This is not child's work." What do you mean? This
Yeah,
is
let's go. Yeah, go there. Go there.
undermining Black community. We got to be about the business of undermining the Black community. It's not child's work. Practicing benign neglect is not child's work. It's not
Come on.
child's work.
Come on.
You know, ignoring us, the needs of the people, it's not child's work. I mean, like I said, I'm about to pull up the stats for her community and see this where she, what's she, Texas? Houston, Texas. What's she at? Houston, Texas.
Right. You know, listen. Again, a lot of folks, you know, we got to understand, you know, these are representatives. Even the representative sends out a representative.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. So again, to be very clear, these folks who get that verbal abuse from her, this is y'all can only imagine. This is a snippet. Imagine what they really hear her say. Okay, this is a Steven from Django mentality, y'all. This is an overseer mentality. Uppity black. Not a Black American, but an uppity black. They'll take any of those as long as you got a particular mentality. You can come over here and sex. No point intended. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to everybody that's in here. Let's keep on going though. I mean, we're gonna switch it up a touch though. Hulkamania is running wild, ladies and gentlemen. Hulkamania is running wild. He don't particularly care for the hit attempt that was put on your man Donald Trump. You know, he doesn't particularly care for this shit. Somebody gonna have to pay for trying to run the play on Donald Trump's guy. Okay, let me pull this up for y'all real fast. Yeah. Now, Hulk Hogan, who is on record of being caught at least being a few times being a stomp down racist. Shout out to Hulk Hogan. Okay. Shout out to Hulk Hogan because it's only so long you can lie and cover that shit up. He just had, you know, a few times he had to come out and speak his truth. I don't fuck with you niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. But here he's sending a message to anybody else that thinks they're gonna take a shot at Donald Trump. Fair use.
But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpamania run wild, brother. Let Trumpamania rule again. Let Trumpamania make America great again.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck? It don't even hit like it used to hit. Pause. Nigga, you're old. The steroids done wore off. Okay? You're still doing the old bandana thing, pulling off the shirt. You couldn't even pull a shirt like you used to no more. Look at that. Shirt still hanging on him. Listen, I want everybody to be clear about something here. Propaganda, ladies and gentlemen, they will spend money on propaganda. Influence right now is the greatest cachet right now in this war. They went so far back to say, let's dig out let's go to the vault and pull out America's favorite guy. See if we can touch into some of those old childhood memories. Hulkamaniacs. But now it's gonna be MAGA maniacs. Trumpamaniacs, as he said. Huh? This is no different than the Democrats coming out and saying, vax that thing up. Get your booty to the poll. What the fuck? Brother YJ Johnson had to come from behind the screen. Sir, what say you with this one here? You know, listen, Brother Juan, I can't even be so mad. I can't even be mad at folks for running plays to get a bag out of this. Black America, to a degree, you would be kind of off code if you don't run a play to get some from either one of these sides to put something in your pocket. You kind of would low key be off code. Shit, because everybody running plays. Everybody running plays. It's about influence, Brother Juan J. Johnson. What's your thoughts on this Trumpamaniac running wild right now?
If we fail to realize that attention is the new currency, then you're sleeping. Hulk Hogan speaks to a generation. I would say he speaks to my generation.
He's speaking to your mind. He can't. He's out of touch with this next one that's up right now. But it's your generation, my generation, and maybe it's your generation and my generation. That's who he's targeting. Right there.
Yeah, some of the ones who are knocking on the door of death. You know, he's as American as apple pie. I remember him doing the old Iran Sheik battles,
right?
You know,
right.
War, and he would come in there with the, you know.
Right.
I mean, he you know, they pull out their icons. I'm surprised they didn't have Tom Brady out there, man.
Come on.
You know, another MAGA patriot. But Hulk Hogan, it's just a reminder to that part of America that's Budweiser pickup trucks and race cars. Okay.
Right.
They're here, they're not going nowhere. And you know, so he's a relic from the past, man. They had to resurface.
Yeah, they had to roll that relic out. They had to roll this one right back out and say, hey, you remember what we stand for? Mm-hmm. Remember this guy? America's favorite guy? Mm-hmm. I am a real American. Mm-hmm. Fight for us right up every man. Hey, but you know what? I gotta listen. But see, there has been a switch. Mm-hmm. There has been a switch in the way that this thing is looked at now. My one of my colleagues sent me this. Shout out to one of the cooks sending me this here. There's a remix to that old American song. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's anything but Americans behind it right now. They got some essays with that song popping off, sir. The essays is doing the American thing now. So I am I hope I can find it before we get done with this. Brother Coke Sharpton, if you're in the cloud, Coke, tap in Coke. If you're in the cloud, sir, tap in. Because I'm gonna need that from you, Coke. Yeah. Brother Juan, this is a different day and age, sir. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I said a year ago that as we get closer toward this election season, y'all, you're going to see a lot of these different celebrities come off the shelf. They're going to be coming out. And now with the emergence of this dude right here, some cats are on all year round payment plans, okay? And then
Mm,
every once in a while, they got to get some real allocation, bring out some funds to get some of the old ones off. Shout out the emergence of this dude here, okay? But that's not it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me play a little bit more of this. Let's see what he's talking about. Look how he breathing. Who's scared of this old? Who's scared of this? Still scared of this dude? You can't possibly still be scared of this dude. But anyhow, let's play this because I want everybody to be clear about something too. Let's be clear.
Doc,
Hulk Hogan,
I don't know if it's fear. It's just a reminder of a time where they was pushing.
American, and
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
look at America is reinventing itself. If America is going to be able to sustain itself and be around for the next 100, 200 years, America has to reinvent itself.
Hmm.
And these idols, these symbols we're seeing now are for this generation. Like I said, I can remember where I was, who I was talking to when I got the call that Trump got shot. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You know, I can't relate to the King piece because I was born in '68.
Right.
Can't relate to JFK or RFK because I wasn't even born. But now this generation and the generation behind us can have this. This is their Waterloo. This is their reminder. Where were you at when they would say were freedom or however they view Trump? Where you were when he was shot?
Hmm.
No matter what side you're on, the left or the right. So yeah, I can see why they bringing up the relics like Hulk Hogan and others because they want you to tap into that American patriotism.
Right. Well, let's go. Let's play a little bit more of this. Look at Trump. Look at Trump. And Trump eating it up because he know the power of propaganda.
And symbolism.
Hey, look at Hulk. Look at Hulk Hogan, y'all. Listen. Symbolism, propaganda, y'all.
Mhm.
Suggestive. Listen, if anybody understands smoke and mirrors, is Trump.
The subliminal suggestions.
Correct.
You know, for if a person is unable to speak, but they're able to see the visuals, like I say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. You know, having Hulk Hogan up there, he's loved by many on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Trumpomania, usually Trumpomania, Hulkamania, Trumpomania. Again, whoever put this production together, they're looking towards the future, and they're remembering their past.
Right. And you know what? Again, man, we are. Niggas love Hulk Hogan. Niggas
Yeah.
love Hulk Hogan.
Hmm.
Yeah. Niggas ain't never gonna stop, especially some of the niggas that's in older heads come from our generations. They
Hmm.
never gonna stop remembering this dude shaking that damn rope and dropping that damn that Hulk Hogan leg drop.
That leg drop.
They not they not gonna forget that leg drop, man.
When he stood face to face with what's his name,
Ultimate
Zeus.
Warrior.
The black guy too,
Oh,
Zeus.
Zeus. Yeah, Zeus. Yeah. The big black dude, Zeus.
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
from,
that was
from
like the
Fridays.
best thing. White boy against black guy. It's like, oh yeah, that's what it was really about. Let's
Yeah,
be clear.
great white hype, great white hope.
Come on, come on. So now you get to go back into that vault and pull out that old memory for the
Mm-hmm.
folks who for that generation that are actually responsible for the outcome of this election this year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It,
Mm-hmm.
they know exactly what demographic they targeting with this. This is money well spent, to be very clear, y'all.
And so was having Amber Rose up there. Money well spent.
Mm,
A whole different generation, man. You would have never thought to see a tattooed face woman speaking at an RNC rally.
come on,
I mean, she had a tattoo of her head, man.
head, everything tatted, everything.
And nobody really, the old schools wasn't familiar with her. A lot of folks didn't know who the hell she was. But our generation knew who she was.
Right.
And her influence. She got about 20 million subscribers and followers.
Only fanned.
Oh, that's a whole new crop of possible.
Degenerates. A whole new crop spot, but about a million of degenerates, brother. Of degenerates who also say that, hey, you can't tell a woman what to do. This is what she's telling her son.
Mm-hmm.
She's telling her son, respect a woman uh, to do whatever she wants with her body. So, yes, I'm on OnlyFans showing my coochie. She represents a whole population, which is crazy. Just a full population of degenerates who are then teaching their offspring this form of degeneracy. And they put her on that platform to talk to that population. This is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. So when I labeled this, right,
Mm-hmm.
the American Palooza, I mean that. Huh?
Should have slid Amber Rose picture there somewhere.
Hey, it ain't never too late. It ain't never too late, brother Juan. But go ahead, you got the floor, sir.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, America is evolving. America is being reshaped, refined. It has to if it's going to be around. And they took a chance putting her on that stage because, again, she's speaking to a whole different audience, man, who's not conservatives.
Mm.
She's really liberal. You got an OnlyFans, you liberal. You're not no conservative. You got an OnlyFans page.
Right, right.
Because you're showing your hind parts and everything. So, but I mean, whoever put that broadcast or that thing together, they was thinking 25, 50 years from now, a whole different uh, population, a whole different group that they need if they're going to stay on top or if they're going to be relevant.
Right. The ball game is different when you start moving that way. And this is why I say to people, like, even with propaganda, folks will spend money, millions, billions,
Mm-hmm.
to ensure that the propaganda sets up the next stage of fuckery, policy, etc.
But watch this. They hid her tattoos and allowed her to speak her story about her father, who was a serviceman, who said, do your own research. That's what she said.
Mm.
My father inspired me to become a Republican. Wow. And I don't know if she's black or white. What is she?
She's supposed to be part black and got something else in her. I think she got Cape Verdean, they said, or something. But this chick is she's essentially a mutt.
Yeah.
And but again, this is internet. Niggas got colorism issues up top. She's light skinned, big breasted, busty type of thing. So yeah, this it works for her. But the play going on is securing that next population.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. Again, when I look at her outfit, her presentation, you can tell, and her clarity when she spoke. Wasn't no stammering or stuttering. She was very clear, well spoken.
mm-hmm,
She knew
mm-hmm.
how to focus on the angles of the camera. Look, the Amber Rose, no matter how you cut it for the Republican Party, uh, that's the future.
Mm, mm.
Because you got degeneracy on both sides.
Correct. Correct.
One is more conservative with their degeneracy, and much more, and the other is more liberal with it, more outspoken. But that was a very brilliant move. Now, her base, the 22 million or more who listen to her, um, that's significant. That's very significant because
What?
she doesn't look like the traditional Republican, white male or white female, uh, who just look plain and look like old antique relish colonialism. Colonialism. She doesn't look like that.
Yes. Salute the magical. I hope I'm saying your name right. If you're here for the first time, make sure you subscribe, Madge. No, you're absolutely right when you say she does not identify as black. However, she has said that she was black a couple times. The environment that she's in determines when she rose with that.
See, she's
Okay, just she's just an opportunist,
mm.
straight up tether.
Well,
Okay,
again,
yeah,
attention is the new currency.
correct, correct. And so back in the day, Amber Rose has said that she was black, but she was around niggas. Remember,
Mm,
she was when she said she was black, she was around Kanye, and she had dipped in with Wiz Khalifa. She
mhm,
only used it because those was the people that she was around, that rap demographic, all that other bullshit.
mhm,
And
mhm,
she tossed it in with whatever other things that she identifies. But niggas in that realm, their thing is the exotic, you know.
mhm.
And she's got an exotic look,
Yeah,
you know, well, whatever the exotic, but she has a different look that doesn't look solely black American.
right.
Okay. Um, so yeah, definitely. But as she slowly transitioned into different markets to keep relevant, such as jumping off the slut walk and all this other stuff, she started denouncing the black heavy.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
And
mhm,
further along her little jump from different realms, again, remember, she came out talking about how Trump was um, a racist and all type of shit. She was running the whole play
mhm, mhm.
till he cut her the check, and now she MAGA down to the flow. Listen, you can buy these hoes. Clearly, you can buy them.
Well, watch this.
Hold for sale.
Amber Rose to the RNC is what Kim Kardashian to the DNC.
Come on, talk that.
Think
Come
about
on,
that.
come on.
They
And
both,
every group needed one. Every
yeah,
group needed one.
yeah.
You know, that's a fact. So, again, like we gotta remember, I think they kind of swapped too. RNC, Trump was rolling with the Kardashians too at one point.
Yes.
You know, Kardashian actually met with Trump talking about trying to do some kind of prison reform. Met with him on the behalf of the guys that was in jail.
Hmm, hmm.
Why is Kim Kardashian going to meet with Trump on niggas' behalf? So now they say, your cachet running out, Kim, or she must have raised the price on them niggas. Either the cachet ran out or she raised the price and started asking for more. And they say, you know what? Use a dime a dozen. I can buy another hoe. Amber Rose, come on up in here. Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you, Amber Rose. Salute to our brother Negro in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Salute. Brother Negro.
Yo, I had to sneak.
With you, brother.
I had to sneak out of the church to see what's going on, family. I had to sneak out of the church. So with that being said, I'm gonna be really brief. Why does it always equate to white women to being conservatism? I never understood that. I thought conservatism, you stay within your own race, you have conservative views. And why does it always translate to a black man getting a Becky and a Karen? I never understood that. And that's one thing I need to ask my little red tie brothers and sisters. Why is that the case?
Brother Juan, I'm gonna let you get that, man. Why is it the case? The Becky is the build up. I don't know. I can't answer that, brother D, bro.
It's just crazy to me because like people look at them as like the antithesis of conservatism, and that might not be the case. And just making an observation, like this woman could be like a dusty Karen, like this chick, what's her name, Amber Rose, the tattoo on the forehead, where she could be ran through like Kim Kardashian, but she still held as high regard as a conservative woman with conservative values. I had to escape out of church just to drop that gem because it's been something that's been bothering me because I thought the antithesis is you having your own race, you're staying in your own lines, you're doing your own thing, but you're living to the word of God or something like that. And I feel like they have kind of strayed away from the principles, if you get what I mean. They strayed away from the principles.
Right. Well, what say you, brother Juan J. Johnson? What say you, sir?
Well, I think that when we're talking about conservatism, I'm always asked the question, what are you trying to conserve?
Right.
I mean, what really is a conservative? It seems like you're trying to conserve the system of white man domination. And everybody's on board with that. That's what you're conserving.
Come on.
I can't say you're conserving religious traditions because the conservatives have never practiced Christianity for 24 hours. Let's keep it a buck. You know, the founding fathers have never practiced Christianity.
Come on.
If they practice Christianity, which is conservative, for 24 hours, then you would have to, thou shalt not kill.
Right.
Thou shalt not steal.
Right.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. You know, you would have to give back everything you ever took. If America conservatives really practice conservatives, if they really practice being conservatives or Christians, they would have to give back everything they ever stole. So when I hear somebody say they're conservative, I'm asking the question, what are you trying to conserve?
Wait. Can we build on what they trying to serve? What they trying to save and all that? Like, are you really black men? Are you really saving with a Karen? Because you know when you divorce, she's gonna take more than half. She's gonna leave you on the curb.
Well, come on.
And they try to throw that jacket on black women all the time. And sometimes some black women deserve all that dime you get because some of these brothers out here be tripping. They really be out here tripping. So that's the reason why I'm coming at it is so hard on a Sunday morning, escaping out of the church house, just to drop some jewels. What is really black conservatism? Is it having that Karen on your arm, or is it having that ebony woman on your arm? Is that protecting, keeping the money in the lineage, or keeping the money outside the lineage? You guys got to make a difference here. You guys got to keep it straight with us. That's what I'm saying. You guys got to keep it straight and narrow as the gates, and they're not really doing that. That's the reason why I can't really get on that red train like that, because they seem like they got just a lot of hate towards our community. Can't just hate one aspect of our community and say that you're for black folks. Like that's that sucker stuff that you can't fall for, family. Just can't fall for it.
Salute to the Negro, man. Salute. That's that. Listen, and that's why what you're both saying works kind of in tandem together. You know, the conservatism is securing white patriarchy's position, not traditional values.
Mhm.
No. Don't be
And they're not
confused.
even upholding the patriarchy for black men. See, that's the point that I was trying to underline a little bit.
But
And
hold on, brother Negro. That's why I said white patriarchy status, or positioning. It's about them cats, keeping them up there
Yeah.
while you get the shit into the stick. It ain't nothing about it. It ain't like I said. It's not values. It's not principles, household principles. None of that. It's not about nuclear fan. It's it. No. What's gonna keep them niggas that can't reproduce their population? What's gonna keep them on top of you? That's what it's about securing. It ain't about securing nothing else but that. That shit. They wouldn't even care if the stuff was made in America. That's why half of them who actually own the Fortune 500 companies got a lot of they shit being made in China, Indonesia. If they gave two flying fucks about American conservative values, they would have kept industries here.
Facts.
So, man, listen. I'm just listen. Let's go where we gotta go with this, brother Neil. Now, but
yeah.
go ahead, brother Neil. You had something. Go ahead, sir.
No, I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to chime in on that, because that was one of the things that I saw during the RNC that really rubbed me the wrong way. Like I want to be down with y'all, not really, but I want to be down with y'all, but they didn't have not one black woman that was of substance
Mm.
that was on that stage. They had some tragic mulatto, they had some cornball, and it was not no one brother that was up there with a strong sister, like a strong black sister protecting our honor, protecting our respect, And that was the thing that bothered me about the whole convention. It's like the only way you can get in is you get you one of them. Get you one of them and pull an OJ and you all set. You conservative. And I'm gonna say that's a logical fallacy. And that's the thing that rubs me about these guys on these internet streets, touting that red line nonsense, but not touting the black line, not touting the Negro line, not touting our repair, not talking about real justice. That's what I'm talking about here. And it really bothers me. It really hurts my soul to see that, how they just using these women, all different types of women, as a mascot to berate the black family, to berate the black woman. And it's just crazy to me. It's just really, really like, is that is that what's in? We got to be sound on our people in our community to be in like Flint with these guys. And that's what I'm observing here. And that's why I was heated about this Amber Rose. Like, Amber Rose is a scum of the earth, man. She don't care about no Negro man. You see, he ran through two black Negro men. You see how she treated them. Shout out to Wiz Khalifa. Shout out to Kanye West.
That's the
And then
truth.
Kanye West even went down further and he got himself a true Karen, which is the Kim Kardashian. So like let's be real here. Like I think the RNC has a problem in conveying their message of what is truly conservatism to the Negro and to the public. And they need to rectify that if they really want to get black people on board like that. And that's just my observation.
Salute to the brother Neil. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother Q from Let's Talk 2 just tapped in. Salute.
What up, brother Q?
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, fellas?
What's happening? What's happening, Q?
Glad to be here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I caught some of the conversation, which is funny. Chef C, I didn't even see the email that you had sent, which is interesting because I'm one of them people that don't really check their phone a lot sometimes. And, I saw the alert on my phone that you guys was live. So I said, "Oh, my brother's is live. Let me join in."
Right. See
But,
how they do? See? But go ahead.
I see the conversation, and we got to understand that, and not discount what nobody else said, but Amber Rose was not for us. Amber Rose was there for the individual who's on the fence. Like I said, I did a live the other day, and what we got to understand is that Amber Rose has 20 million followers.
Yep.
If you can get 1% of those 20 million followers, that's 200,000.
Come on. Come on.
You get 1% just to doubt or to second guess voting liberal. She's done her job.
Cooked. Cooked.
Those are for the people on the fence. Then, you know, for those commentators who want to question her blackness, well, we already know where that's at. You're only black. You're only black when you come to America.
Come on.
And we've got so much house cleaning to do with tethers and people that have assimilated Black American. Respectfully, Amber Rose is the least of my worries.
Right.
Come on.
She has no bearing on what we're trying to do. The conservative, well, let's just not say that word. The Republican Party, which is interesting, have finally taken a play out of the Democratic Party and using these type of celebrities. We all know the Hulk Hogan's. That's different. That's a whole different story. But the Republican Party has used somebody, and this is more of a play with Trump's, the Republican National, the chairperson. The chairperson is Trump's daughter-in-law.
Right.
She is a prior employee from Inside Edition.
Oh, there you go. Come on. Let me sound out. Go with it. You cook.
She understands media.
Yeah.
Like Trump understands media. Trump, you know, we can say what we want, how we feel about him. That whole apprentice stuff, Trump understands media. So his daughter-in-law, she gets it. She gets media. She that's probably her only strength outside of you know, any political knowledge that she may have. So with that, they're just trying to sway 1% of Amber Rose's audience, if they could do that. And I doubt they could do it, but why not try it?
Right.
You know, so a lot of the messaging is not for people like us who we believe that we're informed and we know we got a pulse. It's not for us. This whole messaging of the RNC was really for their base, to get middle Americans to understand that the illegal immigration is going on, how it can affect them. So then you look at us who are from these major cities. We already know that immigration, this illegal, is destroying our communities.
Facts.
You know, and this goes back to the whole, you know, one thing I will say about the Republicans, my grandfather told me this, and I'm gonna always say this, not because my grandfather told me, but I've learned this to be true. The Republican Party have a message. You may not agree with their message, but they have a message and they're going to be on code with their message. Right, wrong, or indifferent. So when they pump this fear of immigration to their base who are in middle America,
come on,
who validates the fear? Black America.
Yep.
Because immigration affects us first in the big cities. So when they say, oh, all the black men are going to Donald Trump, or the black men are going to the Republican, no, the black men are frustrated with the Democratic Party and not getting tangibles for our vote.
Right.
That when we start questioning the Democratic Party, everybody's eating off of our frustration and us wanting tangibles. So let's just say 90% of Black American vote for the Democratic Party. If they lose 10%, if they lose 2% of that 90% and just get 88%, it will crush the Democratic efforts. Just 2%.
Right. Right.
Even if we don't go vote. Just say 50% of black men in this country who could vote don't go vote. It will crush the Democratic Party. We'll get blamed for it because we're going to get blamed for this election if the Democrats lose. The black people in general. Come on, Keith. Come on. So it's setting themselves up. So I thought the Republican National Convention is the aspect of me seeing it. I thought it was awesome when it comes to messaging.
Yeah,
because that's one thing they're on code with. Then when they put the Vice President Vance up there, I thought it was awesome because you know why? His mother is a, as they like to say, she's an addict. You know, once an addict, always addict. I won't go that far, but she represents a struggle of middle America that most people don't see.
Or
Single
talk.
parent, yes, single parent home. He went to the service. They started from nothing. So when we talk about welfare and resources that should go to the average American, they're speaking directly to her. So when you got people in rural Pennsylvania, rural Iowa, rural Kentucky, who the only thing that they had in that town was a Dollar General or a big company during the industrial age, and they left, and these towns are poor. Let's make no mistake. These towns are dirt poor. This is who you're speaking to. Because if you're in, let's just say, Des Moines, Iowa, and they're only getting $10 million from the federal government for affordable housing. We're going to use the words they use.
Come on.
But then a big city is getting $50 million for affordable housing.
Right.
But the big city is considered a sanctuary city. Do you realize how pissed off that voter is in Des Moines, Iowa?
Cool.
That emotion alone. I'm sick of these liberals. I'm sick of them. And it's an emotion game. You know, they play on emotion, and you wind up sometimes voting against your interests. And this is what we do. We've done as Black people.
Let him cook.
We've gotten to a point, and rightfully so, where we'll say, no tangibles, no vote. We got to remain, we got to understand something. There's always tangibles on the ballot. It may not be reparations tangibles that we all want, deserve, and is owed to us and our people.
Right.
But it's always tangibles on the ballot. You're a homeowner. I'm quite sure you want your property tax to get lower. Schools. You know, y'all know what's going on in the schools. See what Gavin Newsom just did? Gavin Newsom in California, who everybody likes. He signed a bill. Grades K through 12. You must have a gender-neutral bathroom. So we got to think about stuff like that when we say, you know, it don't have nothing to do with us, or I'm not getting involved in this, and you know, if it ain't no reparations, I'm not voting. I get it. I get the rhetoric, but at the end of the day, you got 4 pockets in your pants. You wear a pair of jeans.
That's right.
First 2 pockets, outside of that little pocket, the first 2 pockets is the state and local government, the state and county government. The back pockets is federal and state. They're in your pocket regardless if you're on the grid or not. You're paying taxes somewhere. It affects you. So, I mean, we're in a very tough situation as Black Americans because we have people in position who saying they're representing us and they haven't been representing us. I noticed that Sheila Lee has passed away. We got to understand that Sheila Lee.
Come on, go there, Q.
Sheila Lee had on her desk HR 40. So now HR 40 was started by the late John Conyers.
Yes, it was.
We know that HR 40 is some things in there that need to be revised for reparations. So now it done been brought on the House floor or been in existence, as for lack of better words, since John Conyers, rest in peace, and now Sheila Lee.
Come on.
So now we're done past
Q, cook, nigga. What you got, a brunch going this morning, Q? Cook, nigga, cook.
So now we're done passed through 2 people. So now what we gonna do? We gonna wait on the 3rd person to die that get it? We're gonna wait. We need people that look like us, who are from us, that's gonna represent us without trying to get butter biscuits.
Let him cook now.
It's plain and simple. It's plain and simple. But instead, and this is a shot. Instead, we're arguing with each other on Twitter about packages. In the meanwhile, we getting our ass kicked and we ain't got reparations yet.
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
this is a time that Black Americans really need to reevaluate their personal selves and us as a collective in doing what we do,
Mm.
because we're not gaining a yard.
Mm.
You know how they say in football, 3 yards in the cloud of dust. We're not gaining a yard. We're not making no progress.
Mm.
You know, Dr. Dougherty sent a copy of his book to the CBC, so every member has a copy of his book. Every member's heard about reparations. Black people in position, whether they're tethers or not, have not talked about reparations as much as they've talked about Palestine.
Mm.
Facts.
Come on, easy, Q, easy, nigga, easy. God damn.
That's sad. And they need to be called on the carpet for that, because and rightfully so, we don't want oppression nowhere on the face of this earth, east, west, or north and south. Nobody should be oppressed. However, you speaking about oppression in another country when the people in your own hood is getting their ass kicked.
Mm.
It's crazy.
Oppression that dates back 2,000 years ago.
Mm.
Longer than slavery for Black Americans.
Yeah.
That we're talking about 2,000 years ago.
Right.
But they don't want to deal with the 500 years, the 400 years of colonialism, slavery on this soil. That's why I say, man, the betrayal, some folks just going to have to pass away. A lot of them.
Come on, Wolf. Come on, Wolf. Go on.
If this is our wilderness experience, and so many people always talk about the Bible and the children of Israel in the wilderness, well, let me tell you this, that the wilderness experience, more time, that the wilderness experience was a walk of death. That thousands had to die because they couldn't go to the promised land. So when anybody talk about the wilderness experience, that was a walk-in mortuary. Because a lot of folks in leadership, right? A lot of folks who couldn't believe that we deserved the reparations, that we didn't deserve no payments, that we can't beat the giants.
Come on, talk.
God himself said, your ass won't go to the promised land. As a matter of fact, you're going to walk around for 40 years until most of y'all die.
Mm.
Okay? So we're seeing it right now. A lot of good people are passing away. Good unbelievers.
And that's another thing, is that, you know, and I understand us always having clarity on who we are as foundational Black Americans, as Native Black Americans. Mm-hmm. However, in the grand scheme of things, we all know that whether we know the difference in the people from the diaspora, whether we want to call them tethers or not, a lot of them are in position.
Yeah.
We've put them in position.
We put them there, man.
The problem comes in, yeah, we could say, and I respect what the brother Mac DeCal is saying, that we can't expect them to promote reparations, but why are they there? Why are they there? Where does this come from? And I'm not saying that a person from the diaspora doesn't understand the Black American experience, but how did Shelia Lee, and I'll say respectfully, how did she come up? Did she fill a void that no other Black American wouldn't do? And this is the key. This is for us, myself included, and everybody else, to get up off the ass and stop complaining. Because nobody's going to represent you the way you need to be represented.
Facts.
Even if you don't want to do it or can't do it or something else going on with your life, your money, efforts, prayers, resources can go to someone who will represent us. and hold them accountable. I'm gonna always use it. I know a lot of people have always used the excuse. I have not seen an Asian run for politics really. You get one every occasionally, but where they at? They're here, y'all. The Asian community's been here, and they get what they want. They have a Chinatown in every major city,
Mm-hmm.
and they police their own. Even when they raid them, I remember forgetting. I was in Delancey Street. For those that's not from the New York area, I was in Delancey Street, and they were raiding one of the shops that had the quote unquote fake stuff.
Right.
All of the New York City police that was there raiding it was Asian.
Mm.
Even the white shirts were Asian. So they're policing their community with their own police.
Mm-hmm.
Those of us that know about Crown Heights in that community of the small hats, they got their own police. They even got civilians that walk around with fluorescent vests and say police, who they're just basically volunteering cops. So I say that to say that we're of the generation. Let's say we're the second, third generation that really want to bring reparations on the forefront. And we know that Callie House spoke about reparations. However, our kids need to understand, yo, you 22, 23, you just graduated school with a political science degree. You're going to get into politics. You're going to run as an independent. You're going to get a super PAC. We're going to fund you to be our voice in our community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what we got to do.
Well, peep, brother Q. Who Alexandria Ocasio Cortez is a prime example of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They made that. They made that girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we don't have that because niggas hate each other. This is the problem. Niggas don't like each other, which brings me to this here really quickly. We have right now the understanding is that your man Biden, shout out to Biden is looking to drop out, and the spotlight is looking like it's gonna go to your girl Hillary Clinton.
Chef, your mic going in and out.
Can you hear me?
Hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I said it's looking like your man Biden is saying he's going to drop out. He's going to get up out the way, and most of the energy is being slided towards your girl Hillary Clinton, ladies and gentlemen.
But Doc, watch this. It looks more like election interference from me.
Come on.
You already have your candidate. This was the best that you put up. I ain't trying to undermine him. That is election interference. Well, he got, from my perspective, he need to go the whole distance.
Come on.
They've had candidates that they refuse to run. And now that he's senile, dementia, Parkinson, no, let him run. And anything other than that will be election interference from Hillary, Barack, whoever behind the scene. It's election interference, but you're not hearing it on that side. If the man is telling you he don't want to leave, let him run. They put him there.
Nah, they said.
I believe that and you're right, brother Juan. You know, I went to school
real quick.
Go ahead, Chef.
They hold on. They saying they not going to take that public L like that, Juan. This is politics, dirty politics.
Yes.
We get to move the goalposts in whatever way we seem necessary. God damn it. What you gonna do? That's what they say. They say the black folk, you're not gonna do a damn thing about this. We want to move this goalpost. Yeah, it look like a landslide. Yeah, it's looking like that. But you know what? Damn it, we took the shot at them. There was nobody to pay any consequences for it. So you know what? All right, we couldn't get this shot off. Don't mean we're not going to take another chance. Now, don't get me wrong. We definitely going to try to get another lick in, just in case. All right? But God damn it, we going to run our own candidate, and we going to move it right in front of your face.
That's election interference.
I think what the Democratic Party, from what we're hearing, they're doing. I think it is the most incredible thing that we have ever seen in American politics. I think that people who have some type of understanding of civics, have some type of understanding of law, that what we're witnessing before our eyes literally shows people that it's all about the delegates and the donors. It's not about the voters.
Facts.
Come on, Q, let me back you up. Let's talk about that hidden hand. They call it, some folks call it the decadent veil.
And right? NBC reported on Friday that 200 donors were on a conference call with the Democrats.
Set to replace Joe Biden. And I called Roger Stone. I called other sources. They said, yeah.
My fault. Go ahead, Q.
And they were on a secret call. They were on a call, not a secret call, but on a call with the top Democratic donors, and the vice president was on the call. And they weren't mad at the vice president. They were just mad at the organization of this call. And one of the donors had a hot mic and said that this conversation was ludicrous. Because quietly, yes, we know that the Biden-Clinton regime have been telling the donors to stick with Joe. So they don't want to stick with Joe. The donors understand that if Joe wins and passes away, Kamala got to see the power. And this just goes to show, listen, it goes all the way back to Whip Clyburn doing what he did. He was the kingmaker. He made Biden the king. And in favor, Biden made Kamala his running mate. It's backfiring because Mr. Biden, President Biden's health is declining so bad that they know that he's not going to make it another 4 years. They believe he's not going to make another 4 years. I don't want to say nobody knows because that's up to the creator, but so that's what they're scared of. And this is cosplaying going wrong. Because now it's smacking Kamala in the ass because she cosplayed to the spot instead of saying she was an Indian. They tried to use she was black, or they could have just said she was a person of color, whatever the words they want to try to describe her as. But now she's realizing she's getting what Paul Mooney said. She's getting her nigga wake-up call. They'll allow you to cook the dinner, but they ain't gonna allow you to shop for the groceries.
Nah, you're not going. You can't
they
go to
ain't
the
giving her that seat.
Yeah.
They ain't giving her that seat. Let's get it straight. They ain't giving her that seat. And this is a wake-up call for all these people who said that they voted for President Biden because of Kamala, ski, all that shit, all that sorority sister dumb stuff, instead of understanding what's going on and how politics is being played. This is a smack in the face. She was more powerful as a senator, you guys. I know it may not seem right, but she was more powerful as a senator. So it's interesting what's being played. And they say announcement could come no earlier than tomorrow, Chef C and Brother Juan. It's going to be interesting.
Well, sir. There was a call with your girl Kamala Harris and the donors, and they said, man, this bitch don't know what the fuck is going on. They left that motherfucker and walked up out of there. Donors like your man in the screen right now, Ari. Another one here. I forgot this fucking Gary, I believe his name is Gary something. Then you got the and then you got the owner himself, another one here, head of Netflix, owner, Netflix. Hollywood executive right here, Ari, y'all. Coming out with all the movies and TV shows that y'all love and shit. This guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
Ari Emanuel, who is the
There you
brother
go.
of Rahm Emanuel.
Mm-hmm.
Ari Emanuel is the guy in Hollywood.
Come on. The guy. Not a guy. The
guy.
Okay.
So we got to understand that the Democratic Party right now, if you claim to say you're Democrat, the Democratic Party is all over the place. They shut down the progressives. People don't realize 3 years ago, Nancy Pelosi told the squad to be quiet.
Come on.
And they ain't been heard ever since. Now, AOC just tried to kick up and do some stuff at Justice Thomas and put impeachment papers in. But other than that, you haven't seen the squad. Because Nancy Pelosi has no position in the Democratic Party. But she's still a kingmaker. She still holds weight. That old Clinton regime, Obama regime, they run the party, you guys.
Look, let me bring this up to the family. I wasn't even gonna stay on this long, but it's y'all got the cook up going real proper. Ludicrous. This is what the donors said. Let me show y'all something here. Fair use. All right. This is an article. Let me pull this article for the family. And make sure y'all support the program, y'all. $FTS49. Support the program, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate it. We're going on almost 2 hours of work being put in. Bring you up to speed. Support the program. $FTS49. Support any of the other panelists with their cash apps as well. Let's read it off, family. Appreciate now. Okay. Now, this article is from NBC News. Okay, fair use. Ludicrous. Donors leave call with Harris frustrated and annoyed by her stupidity. Let's go. Princeton Town, Mass. A call Friday featuring Vice President Kamala Harris and about 300 major Democratic donors. Ladies and gentlemen, okay? Donors left many who dialed and frustrated, with one donor declaring it ludicrous shortly before it ended, according to two sources familiar with the call. One person on the call referred to it as mismanaged and rushed. They added the expectations had not been managed well, and some participants left feeling admonished. Okay, let's keep on going. The person and two other sources said many donors joined, hoping to get an insider's view of how to move forward in the wake of President Joe Biden's dismal debate performance and the growing number of Democrats calling for him to drop the hell out of the race. They cooking this nigga. Okay? Souffled, whatever. But let's keep on going. Instead, they said donors left the call feeling disappointed and like they had not gained any new insight or hopeful information. Okay, let's continue a little bit more, y'all. It was a total failure. I love this for them. I love this for them right now. Let's keep on going. Said one source who was on and spoke on the condition of anonymity to provide a candid assessment. Sounds like a disappointed donor. See these shadow workers, y'all. Just be clear when I say shadow workers, this is their thing. Move in silence. That quiet money hit different. It hit different. Niggas talking about seats at the table, but we'll never get a seat at any of these kind of tables. Let's be clear. Never. Let me keep on reading here. Now, it was a total failure, said one source who was on the call and spoke on the condition of anonymity, etc. It was damaging. It was poor planning. The call had been organized by Jean O'Malley de Leon, the chair of Biden's campaign, and not by the campaign's finance team, according to source familiar with the planning. At the end of the call, hundreds of participants were unmuted, and one person declared that the call was ludicrous, according to two of the sources, y'all. One source stressed that they took the comment to mean that the call was poorly run and not as criticism of Harris. During the call, Harris, who was asked to join the call by Biden's senior advisor, praised Biden, according to the campaign officials. We know which candidate in the election puts the American people first. Our president, Joe Biden, she said, according to the campaign officials. With every decision he makes in the Oval Office, he thinks about how it will impact working Americans. And I witnessed it every day.
See, she is trying to stay on code.
Yeah, she running plays.
What she doesn't realize is what we've all been taught as Americans. This way she can't cosplay this. As Americans, we're taught
talk that cute.
One thing: self-preservation is the first law of nature.
Facts.
Respectfully, Kamala Harris right now need to be worrying about her own political aspirations and self.
Oh, that's a fact.
She's so caught up with the get in the fit in mentality that she don't understand. Them donors and delegates run the show, woman.
Mm-hmm.
When they get to that convention and them delegates get to talking and backdoor deals going on.
What do you have that video of that delegate saying to she was speaking like we'll blow this whole thing up?
Yes. Let me tell y'all, right?
Put that in the private.
What people not understanding is the Democratic Party, as much as they've tried to tell us that the Republicans and Donald Trump is trying to destroy democracy.
Come on.
The Democratic Party, behind the scenes, the big dogs behind the scenes, right?
Come on.
They're willing to lose this election instead of having Kamala up there.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
They're literally saying, man, we gonna fall back until 2028 because they know Gretchen, the governor of Michigan, and Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, they don't have a national appeal. Why you think Gretchen was on the Breakfast Club?
Right. Come on.
Lying to people talking about it's clean water in Flint. It's not clean water in Flint.
Come on.
Why you think Gavin Newsom has been doing these interviews? Because they have to get them national appeal. And guess what? Less than 100 days for the election is not enough time. So they're saying to themselves, you know what? Just like the video that Brother Juan just said, we want to blow this whole thing up and fall back to 2028 because they know deep down inside the Republican Party is just as bad in a sense. They have nobody up and coming.
Right.
Trump can only be the president for 4 more years. So the Democratic Party is they don't want Kamala so bad that their insiders, their bigwigs in their party is willing to
curve it all.
Yeah. Because guess what? They're doing how they always done. America was built on anarchy.
Come on.
So they're willing to burn it all down, for lack of better words, to come back in 2028.
Right. Well, see, here's the thing, and here, this is what we're looking at here. You know, listen, the puppet masters have to come from behind the scene at some point. You got to do it. And this is such an unanticipated debacle that it's like now they're like, well, shit, God damn it. You messing up my anonymity right now. You fucking with my money. I got a lot of things that I like to invest in. You're messing with my play. Pimping since pimping. Okay. tell America, tell these fucking sheeply people whatever they need to hear, as long as my money is on time. And Biden, you're fucking up the money. And you think I'm gonna let this raggedy pass around? We knew she was a pass around. She was only there to secure the bag for us.
See, Chef C and Juan, in 2020, they said to themselves, after January 6th,
Come on,
he got inaugurated. They did not plan for Trump to be a free man. The Democratic plan was, we got so many cases on this guy, we're gonna make sure he in jail by 2024.
right? Pack him up.
And it backfired because they didn't have a plan B. And now the plan B. Can you just imagine, for a person who believes in the Democratic Party and a person who has been boots on the ground for the party, for the Biden-Harris ticket, for the veil to be lifted and Hillary Clinton is sitting there? That person has to feel like the lowest person in the world, because regardless of what somebody says, the only person that ever beat Donald Trump was President Joe Biden.
A non-political. He's got no political cachet, right? Up until nigga, how you go from the shadows all the way to the president of the United States? How the fuck? How you go from a reality TV show star and host to the president of the United States? It's the American Palooza, goddamn it. That's why I named it this show this today.
And the only
American Palooza.
And the only president since Jimmy Carter who has never made money off their presidency. He's lost money.
While everybody else got backdoor deals and trying to secure their overseas investments.
Because Jimmy Carter has made money from their presidency.
Come on. Securing overseas investments, putting the money in the kids' name, giving them industry secrets. Shout out what's it? Bo Biden, right? Giving industry secrets. Hey, you know what? The market's gonna do this because I'm gonna force it to do that. So I need you to put this money here. Where they dropped the ball a long time ago is preventing these family members and the actual politicians themselves from being involved in stock market insider trading or just anything that's happening with industry. That's where they dropped the ball. Right? But they said, okay, like remember, Barack Obama became a millionaire during his time in office, y'all. Let's be a lot of these folks became, double, triple figure millionaires. No, double figure millionaires, y'all, during their time in office. How you think that happened? Backdoor deals. From the same very people in this article, what they say, over 100 plus that was in this call, saying, hold on, we had an agreement, god damn it. We had an agreement. You're fucking up the money. The moral, see, everybody that's playing to win don't really give a shit about no moral compass, y'all. That's what I want to make clear. The folks that are playing to win don't care about what community is impacted by the decisions made. Is that making money for them? Yes or no? And if it ain't making money, it don't make sense. Let me read some more of this article, family. Okay? Let's read some more of this because we got some very interesting shit happening here. Very interesting shit here. One source said this. One source stressed that they looked at the comment to mean that the call was poorly ran, etc. during Harrison's, who asked to join the call during Biden. Okay, I'm all the way past that. Let's keep on going down. Okay, Harrison also spoke positively about the Democrats' chance of beating former President Donald Trump. They looking at you like, "But stop it." But let me go ahead. Something I believe in my heart of hearts, Harris said, according to the campaign officials. It is something I feel strongly you should all hear and should take with you when you leave. And tell your friends too. We are going to win this election. We are going to win. They like, listen, we run industries. We own industries. We run this country. You can save all that tough talk for somebody else who gives a fuck. We do it. We actually bluff until the bag come through. This is how we made our fortunes. Who you talking to? Landslide. We see what's happening out here. Keep that shit for somebody else. We ain't stupid. Shit, we put money on y'all books. Y'all ain't put nothing on ours. That's big nigga talk, big money talk there, y'all. That's seat at the table talk that everybody else talk about when it comes to the Black American community. A seat at the table, nigga. You ain't never ever gonna have a seat at those kind of tables. It's designed that way. Let's keep on reading. And you could still be a billionaire and never have a seat at those kind of tables. Fuck out of here. Niggas is on the delusional fucking bullshit right now. But let's keep on reading. The fallout from the calls comes as donations to Biden campaign and the Democratic group have plummeted. And as Harris has been deployed several times to speak, they said deployed, deployed several times to speak with donors as questions swirl over Biden's future on the ticket. The calls with donors started with a presentation from field organizers who expressed anger at the ongoing debate within the Democratic Party about backing President Biden, given what they've seen and heard from voters on the ground, according to one source with direct knowledge of the discussion. Family, this is part of the reason why I want to say this too before we continue. This is part of why the importance of their anonymity is so valuable to these folks. Why they put so much focus on moving within the shadows. They are engaged in a different kind of guerrilla warfare, capital guerrilla warfare, y'all. They need to be among you without you being able to see them. So they then can go ahead and tell the people that they got on their puppet strings how to move. What things need to be influenced so that they can then foresee the 10-year play come to fruition, the 20-year play. I'm saying it because listen, like I told y'all before, for some of y'all here for the first time, make sure you subscribe. But my listeners, y'all know I cook for these families. I'm telling you how these folks move. Billions and billions of dollars. Okay? It's no mistake. All right? Conversations. This shit is crazy. Man, listen. I ain't gonna put myself out. I can't even do it all the way like that. Because I still need to pay some bills.
Don't do it, Chef. Don't do it.
No. I'm not. It ain't worth it. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But yeah, let me read some more of this. One source said before Harris joined their scene to be an effort to stall, which they said is normal for events with high-ranking officials, but what angered many donors, this source said, was that during the wait, which was about 20 minutes, donors were demolished. Participants of the call were told they needed to lock in and get behind Biden and to not pursue efforts to push out the president. Okay.
Interference.
Oh man.
In plain view, though. It's in plain view.
Brother Wolf, this is no longer tampering at the polls shit. Right?
Right.
This is a whole other level. Like, we need to move this shit now.
This is I'm white and I say so.
Come on. Listen, get my nigga Q. Get my nigga Q.
I'm white and I say so, and ain't nothing you and nobody else gonna do about it.
Doc, I put that link to Stephen A. Smith interviewing that delegate, and who said basically, look, we will shut things down if you don't put Harris on the ticket. I put the video in the private chat. It's like 30 minutes.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna try to get to that part for the family. Absolutely, but this is different shit, y'all. This is different. This is big. This is big bank. Biggest of the banks taking little bank. Huh? Some shit that many of our folks would never see in your lifetime. Never.
We've gotten so used to playing by the rules that we do fail to realize when folks have suspended the rules and they're making rules as they go. See,
shit.
We gotta come to that place where we recognize, oh, okay, so we're not playing by the rules no more. Okay.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, what you're hearing us read off and go and unpack right in front of y'all is the cool old cliche of moving of the goalposts.
Moving the goalposts. Yep.
Okay. In real time. Do you have enough money to own that goalpost so that you can then move it during mid-play, right? To fit what you want the outcome to be?
They have a godlike mentality, Chef. And all those who are against getting that money, you see what money do for you? Money answers all things. That's money talking right there. That's money talk.
That's money talk. That's a fact.
Nobody in that meeting is broke. Okay?
Ain't no struggle going on. Nowhere.
These
Ain't
are
come on, go ahead.
To create.
And it's going to come down to a point where who's got the most money and who's got the most cachet.
Yeah.
One thing that I hope that sisters don't fall for, and I just seen another thing where they said over 2,000 black women have signed a petition to keep the ticket. Is Biden Harris. Listen, sisters, I love y'all. I love y'all. We gonna call y'all out and call y'all to the carpet when y'all out of pocket.
Come on, talk, you.
Don't fall for fool's gold. Don't let these people think y'all have a seat at the table, like Chef C said. You're gonna be like her. You're gonna be like Fanny.
Down bad.
I'm gonna go on record. The sisters caught a break last week.
Go there, go there, brother Juan. This is what I want, man. I wasn't gonna do it. Do it, Juan. Do it.
I want y'all to see my face. The sisters caught a break last week.
Y'all dipped that lick. It was a serious lick coming for you. Go ahead.
Had Trump got killed by that assassin's bullet, black women, you would have been the face of rage because of your DAs in New York, your judges in DC, the DA in Atlanta, your numerous elected officials.
Making those type of statements against him.
Right. All black faces, all black females.
Your Joy Reeds. Go ahead, Juan.
Okay. If he had taken that bullet and not survived, you, wherever you lived,
packed up,
not be able to escape the wrath upon your asses. And the black man is not in a position to protect you.
God damn it. Let me get him. God damn. Come on. We ain't there.
I've literally seen sisters, and I've read the comments online talking about if he had just moved, if he had just turned his head.
Stupid.
And I'm like, don't you know if he had turned his head and he died, they would have came after you.
Hey, brother Juan, I am amazed, honestly, and I'm not naive. I'm amazed at people after a former president, a guy that's running for the presidency. I'm amazed at how many people literally went online and said the shooter should have had better aim.
Yeah, man.
And think that these people, these alphabet boys, don't watch social media, or they think that they're not big enough to be on their radar. And will say it and then do it. See, now what's crazy is if people do to us what sometimes we do to them, and I'm gonna say it just like I said it.
Mm-hmm.
When they get your profile, and then
there you go,
they start putting you on blast and saying, "Oh, this person did it, and now you ain't got no job." See, because a lot of times people got online behavior that if it gets exposed, they'll lose their job.
Right.
And not to take away from the pretext of what Brother Juan said, like, why black women? Stop trying to replace your man. Your men, black men, know what they're talking about in this aspect. Fall back. Because at the end of the day, you are not going to replace white supremacy.
Come on, Q.
Focus on the family. Not telling you to be in the kitchen, but focus on supporting your man and you and him moving as one.
Right.
Stop thinking them 22,000 black women that want President Biden. I'm not saying that they shouldn't do that. I'm never telling nobody who to vote for. I'm just telling you that at the time, sometimes self-preservation has to come in handy. And what's going on in the Democratic Party has nothing to do with Native Black Americans.
Come on. Salute my brother Q. Real quick, I got to give Q a sound. Come on, man. Y'all, I hope y'all absorbing what we dropping for real instead of just being here. Like, y'all have to see the whole circle of what's being presented to you right now, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is not just a broadcast. I want you to see the whole. This is why I'm breaking it down this way. These brothers, they coming with shit. Don't miss what these brothers is dropping on y'all. It's a pivotal time. You got to move a certain way right now, family. You got to move a certain way. Don't buy into none of their propagandas. Lock in with your family. This is the most pivotal time to be one with your family, your mate, right now, because that's how you're going to get through this shit. But go ahead, Brother Juan J. Johnson.
Yeah, what got me was I teach people, and I said this last week, how to kill. That's what stop the threat means. When police officers say stop the threat, they mean kill. I try not to use that language because I know it's very clear. And to see people calling for death when they don't even teach people how to kill. That's what's crazy to me. I'm calling for life. And these folks are calling for death. And I teach that piece. That's when, you know, we're at another place in space right now, even with our women.
Right.
They're out of pocket. And it's by the grace of God. By the grace of God, this man's getting killed. Because again, like I said, when JFK and RFK were killed, the nation mourned. When MLK was killed, there were riots. if DJT had been killed, you would have saw a civil war.
Man, listen here.
So much so, Brother Juan, I don't even think that it has registered in people's mind that he got shot. I think people are still in shock that all this happened. I seen some commentary coming from the left in reference to his speech, his hour-and-a-half speech at the RNC convention.
Mm-hmm.
This man was 4 or 5 days away from getting shot. I don't know if anybody in the chat has ever been shot or had a life or death situation. It's going to shake you up.
It shakes you up.
It makes you start thinking about your mortality. So if the president Trump, and both of them are presidents, people getting caught up with these words. Once you're a president, you're always a president, whether you're the former or the active president. So if Trump was really smart, he would really stop speaking. I know he spoke yesterday. He would really stop speaking and really get his quote unquote marbles together, because his emotions have to be all over the place. This man was the leader of the free world at one time, so they say. He knows stuff that only presidents know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And somebody tried to take him out, and he was a turn away from being taken out.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if people in his family have even told him, like, yo, just resign. Let it go yourself. It's not worth it no more. So we need to understand that this part of this show, what we're doing is we need to realize, like, be careful what you put on social media, Black women. Like, you don't want to be the face of this fight that has nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with you.
And you're not going to benefit from the fight. Let's look at Kamala. Kamala Harris is the prime example. Whether you like her, dislike her, whatever, the thought that they may bring an outsider into that ticket and replace her is sad. But this is what you get when you play these type of political games. So, you know, that's that.
Well, I will say this. Let me read a little bit more of this thing here. I am definitely trying to get to that portion of the clip, brother Juan, with that person saying, "Listen, if we ain't getting what we need, we just blow this bitch up." But you know, I don't condone any violence. You know, just say that for YouTube. But let me read a little bit more of this, y'all. Please help us turn. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, let me read this. There we go. Please help us turn the volume down on this conversation publicly. Melissa Morales, founder and president of Samosa Ventez, said on the call. According to the transcript obtained by NBC News, it's time to stop the leaks and the rampant rumors. Your message has been heard and received. But every day that we continue this public chaotic conversation, we come closer to a L, no matter who the nominee is. So, ladies and gentlemen, Melissa Morales, founder and president of Samosa Ventez. That's one of your that's one of your puppet masters. Okay. You know, there's one of your puppet masters, just in case. Next, let's keep on going. That didn't sit well with some on the call. These are donors who are not used to getting admonished and told what to do, the source said. Another source who was on the call and is supportive of Harris being the Democratic nominee pushed back on the donors' feelings of frustration. The person said, while many donors thought they were going to get insight and confidential information, they immediately went to the media and proved why they shouldn't get it. Meanwhile, on Saturday, Harris spoke at a campaign fundraiser in Provincetown, Mass, and praised Biden as one of the most consequential presidents in history. Okay. Harris garnered applause as various parts of her speech talking about her and Biden's record, including advocating for the rights of LGBT community. But the loudest applause from the crowd came when someone in the crowd of 100 people shouted, "Go get him, Kamala," as Harris criticized Trump. Okay, so that was yeah, I know that's political theater to be clear. Let's keep on going.
Mhm.
The applause lasted for several seconds as Harris smiled and looked out to the cheering crowd of some 1,000 people, also hired actors in crisis people. Yeah, I do know that, right? But let's keep on going. After Harris left the stage, Lenny Ackerman, 63, said she wanted to see Biden step ahead. Okay. Lenny Ackerman. Alekman. Who's Lenny Alekman? Interesting, y'all. Let's keep on going. She is on the tightrope. She has a very careful not to align. She has to be very careful not to alienate Biden, Ackerman said when asked about Harrison's praising Biden throughout the speech. I actually would like to see Kamala at the top of the ticket. She could carry out and continue the policies of the Biden administration. Now, I want to say this before we go a little bit further, really quickly, y'all. When she say she could carry out and continue the policies of the Biden administration, Biden administration is one of the things I want y'all to think about. That don't think of it as his administration, think of it as their administration, y'all. And when I say there, I'm talking about the 300 or 100 to maybe 300 in this elite call. That's their administration, their policies, right? Just think of it as, okay, you got an LLC, right? Or you got a corporation, but your board is really the ones running the shit. Okay. This is what the Biden administration represents for those puppet masters, y'all. So when they talk about, okay, we need to just grab another person to carry out our goals, right? And policies, that's what it means. I just want to make sure that everybody understands that. This is how big money take little bank. This is how this shit get down. Okay. So this is why when I say, when we look at how you fight for reparations, even in the place to deal like that collectively. No, we're not. We're not. Because they know just as bad as you like, just as bad as you like to be able to holler and shit, they know that they can go and grab that. And unfortunately, here's the truth. I'm gonna keep this absolutely a buck with everybody. There's always a number, y'all. There's always a number. Always. And when I say always, even if it's not a number for that person directly, there's a number for the generations after them that they want to secure. Big bank can buy that, can buy your generation, can buy your lineage. Big bank can do that. I seen it. I'm just talking some other. Listen. Let me read some more of this, man. I don't think cats really understand, can really fathom shit like this. But we do got, we got quality audience as well. People are intelligent folks. But this is different shit here we're talking about. Let me keep on going, y'all. Let me talk about this. What she said, carry out. Let me read some more of this shit here. Okay. Um, she is on a tightrope. Okay. She's on a tightrope. She has to be very careful not to alienate. Okay. Let's go on down a little bit further. John Newton, 75, who attended the fundraiser, also said he believes Biden needs to drop out of the race and want to see Harris become the party nominee. Okay. And listen, family, I want y'all to understand something. With a lot of this back and forth, I want y'all to also see that they already have intentions to sabotage the race. You do know that, right? Yeah, I do know that. This is them already telling you that they're going to run a play to secure whoever they put in place for the next 4 years. They're so close to setting up all of these other new generational wealth things that they're putting in place. Investments in Ukraine, right? That war has nothing to do with trying to help those folks or even what's happening in Israel. It's about investments, y'all. Y'all understand? How many people can understand? Like, if you understand that, show me a saute or fried egg in the chat. Right? It's about investments. There's investments in Ukraine, y'all, that a lot of these folks that are in that call or have industries that they're going to be putting money into over there. They need to see this come through. Okay. Some of these, and then the people that are in this call, there's different levels of wealth within this call that's taking place. Okay. And for them, some of them are trying to get into the graces of the other folks with the bigger bank in this call, y'all. So many of them do need to see it happen, regardless if they answer to other folks. Everybody answers to somebody. That's what I also want to make clear. You know, it's different conversations that Black America never have because we don't have the opportunity or the resources to do so. Seat at the table. Any nigga tell you that is bullshit. They would never allow a solid Black American that's on our type of time any seat at any table. Jay-Z is Jay-Z's little $1 million, and then the other couple $1 billion, a couple other Black billionaires y'all got running around here. I'm gonna tell you something right now. They're not having seats at no real tables.
And they only brag to other Blacks.
And they only swag on other Blacks. Come on, shout out to my sister Star in the building. We got a seat at the kitty. Got a seat at the Chuck E. Cheese table. Huh? Come on, man. A seat at the a seat at the Chuck E. Cheese table, man. Let's keep on going, man. Let me read some more.
Chef, see, you know you can't stop laughing at that one. Because that kitty table was a real live small table with that little chair.
What's that movie with Mark Wahlberg and Tyrese?
Four Brothers.
The Four Brothers.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down at that table with the children.
And them little kids was like,
Yeah.
he did something wrong.
Oh, shit. Just a Star, you ain't shit for that. But it's true. It's true, man. That shit got me tearing over here. A seat at the kitty table is a fact. The Chuck E. Cheese with the house and all of that, man.
And I'm a big guy. I can't even sit in that damn seat without being all tight.
Niggas
Tight. You be looking stuffed sitting at a small
looking crazy. Wide as hell.
I'm a big baseball fan, right? So the old stadium still got the small seats.
Oh man!
But I'll never forget when I went to Camden Yards when they first opened Camden Yards. I was so happy to sit in a real seat. I was like, yes, this is beautiful compared to the old Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
man. And I wasn't that big back then. I was a small guy back then, but I'm like, damn, this is a real seat because we like to be comfortable.
Right.
Y'all know how it is when y'all go to the movies. You want a real seat. But there's some Sister Star gonna say the kiddie table.
But it's real.
This is Star giving me PTSD.
This shit is crazy, man. This shit is real though. Niggas, that's why I'm like, yo, brother. I'm one of the niggas that be out there marching, hollering, reparations, knowing all of this fly shit. I'm that nigga. I'm that guy. It's on tape. It's in the stratosphere of Chef C being out there on that type of time several times throughout my years. And I'm like, nigga, I sit here now looking at this shit and I'm like, nigga, you still ain't at nobody table, but you might be cooking some food that goes on it. They done brought you in to cook some shit a couple times, nigga, but that's it. You better not say one word.
And then they gonna tell you, and bring me some lemonade, boy.
Well, they said, listen, I want my steak being rare with the extra char on it. That's what they say to me.
Can you do that right?
Can you do that right? Can you get that done? Can you do that? That's as close as Chef C ever got to the table. And actually, I had to send my server in to drop that off. So I wasn't even there like that. They kept me in the other room. I mean, in the kitchen. So, yeah, man, listen. Let me read some more of this shit. This shit is crazy. Let me see. John Newton, 75, who attended the fundraiser, also said he believes Biden believes Biden needs to drop out of the race and wants to see Harris become the party nominee. Okay, we read all of that. Let me see. I love Joe, Newton said. In a business context, in a business context, it's like you're 81 years old salesman that's goofed up at the convention and not making his numbers. And you got to go in and tell him Judy is replacing you. It's no fun. But sadly, that has to happen. Harris closed her speech. That's crazy. Harris closed her speech at the event, which was said to have raised $2 million by talking about her campaign manager when she ran for district attorney in San Francisco. She said he told her, you must recognize that you're up against and know that those who oppose progress will also try to suggest that a movement for freedom is somehow subversive and that it undermines who we are as a nation and our traditions. But what we know is that it strengthens who we are as a nation when we fight to expand rights. Cat. Who we are as a nation. Who are you as a nation, America? You're bullies, invaders, tyrants, terrorists. If we're going to be honest about America, who you are as a nation. Domestic terrorists, let alone foreign. So, yeah, if it fights to undermine who you are as a nation, maybe that's the greatest thing for America, to start this shit all over again. But let's go to this part, okay? Let's see if we can pull up And if I can get up to speed quick enough with this here, ladies and gentlemen, fair use. I didn't expect to go this long, but this cook up is different. It's a different type of cook up here. Let's play this. Now, I know y'all gonna look at it and say, look at this tether here and all of that other fly shit. That's cool. We're not bringing Stephen A. Smith up for him doing what tethers do. We're bringing him up because there's some context. There's a very important point that needs to be made here. Okay. Brother Juan, I don't know. Would you happen to know where that point is of them saying that they would actually get rid of this whole thing? Actually, it might be here. Chris Cuomo. No, not Chris Cuomo. Let me see who Riva is.
Right there.
Right here?
Yeah, I think it's but before that. Yeah. I know he was having an exchange with her when she was talking. Try that right there. Hit that. See what happens.
Okay, let's see what's happening there. Fair use, y'all, by the Copyright Act 1976. Fair use. Okay. Let's do this, y'all. Let's see what this song. See what type of time song. Let me get this up.
For the California.
Let me get this. Hold on. You got to have you a sister girl on. You want to be popping, you got to have you a sister girl. Okay? Let me bring this on up. All right, let's play this.
Place Joe Biden, when you had an opportunity to pick the black woman, Kamala Harris, to pick a gay guy, Pete Buttigieg, to pick a Latino, when they were all running against Joe Biden in 2020, guess what? Kamala Harris couldn't even get to the general election because folks would not support her. They would not give money to her campaign. She had to drop out before the California primary. Y'all got selective amnesia. So don't tell me you all want Kamala Harris to be your president. When Kamala Harris ran for president, she could not get the support even of black folks in our community. The reality is you're not just electing Joe Biden. You are electing an administration. And Kamala Harris will be in that administration.
Areva Martin,
you say something, brother Juan?
No, I didn't say nothing. I don't know where it's at, but I don't know how deep it is. But it's in the chat. I may post it on the link.
Okay. Let me see. In the you said it's in the chat?
I'm about to repost that into the comment section if somebody want to see it.
Okay. Copy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me just bring this where we need to. Shout out to these donors, though. I really want to give them. I want to give these donors the respect, the disrespect that they deserve. The donors are letting it be known, ladies and gentlemen. Where they stand. Okay, your Netflix, your Fox Network, your Hollywood, everything. Shout out to Hollywood. Shout out to Hollywood, Ari Emanuel. Shout out to him. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Ari Emanuel. Excellent Hollywood executive. Some of the programming personally coming off of his back. Right. The programming that you all know and love. One of the guys who also has supported some of Tyler Perry's productions. Black man yelling at a black woman, beating her up. Black woman. Diary of Mad Black Woman. Different things like that out there. Tyler Perry. Salute to Tyler Perry. Netflix. Everything you want to see on there. Everything, all the good visuals that helps this country be the greatest country it is, right? Fuck out of here. But let me go to Alex Jones real quick. Now, I know some of y'all going, Alex Jones. Listen, objectively speaking, that's what we're going here for. Okay? So let Alex Jones, talk his shit a little bit, and then we'll go to what I need to tell everybody about as well. This is a major announcement as far as I'm concerned. But let's go to this guy real quick. Alex Jones, tap in real quick with Alex Jones. Let me see. Hold on. Oh shit. Hold on. What happened? Oh, they pulled it down. Let me go back. Bear with me, family. In the meantime, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe real quick, y'all. Okay? Like, share, subscribe. I'm bringing it back up. Boom. There we go. Alex Jones. Let's hear him out.
All right, folks, it's Saturday night, and we saw the Hill, all the news reporting Hillary set to replace Joe Biden. I called Roger Stone. I called other sources. They said, yeah, that's the word. They're really going to try to replace Joe Biden in Chicago with Hillary Clinton, with all of her criminal activity, all of her background, all of this. So they are literally involved in a Democrat civil war, a power struggle over what puppet gets control. Biden had a closed election. He had a closed primary. That was all rigged. He stole the election 4 years ago, tried to take Trump off the ballot, and now Hillary is swooping in to be the nominee above Big Mike, Gavin Newsom, Governor Whitmer, Kamala Harris, all of them. This is huge. It's all over the news. They're actually going to try to do this. This is how arrogant and crazy they are. So Hillary Clinton thinks, with the deep state behind her, that she's going to be there because they want her. She wants World War III with Russia. She said that. And Trump says he'll end the war. He talked to Zelensky today. So to stop World War III, we got to get President Trump elected. That warmongering, evil monster Hillary thinks that she is about to swoop in and last minute be the nominee, and then they try to steal the election. It's not going to work. They already tried to kill Trump. We're in epic times. Pray for Trump. Pray for America. Pray for the world. And I think Hillary's going to fail again. She was going to be the Madam President. Newsweek printed up all the magazines. She was the president. It's all a lie. Hillary Clinton, you'll never be president. Just like the neocons and the Bushes and all of them, you're done. Your time is over. America's coming together. God bless everybody. I'll be covering this all live at Real Alex Jones on X. Please follow me at Real Alex Jones on X.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you got your man. That's your man, Alex Jones. He does sound like a piglet, but sometimes he got some interesting shit, y'all. And I try to be objective when I listen to certain folks and things like that. And some are saying that there may have been some other suggestions. Let me see. What's the other brothers' channels? Peace, bringing it black. On the next podcast, man. Definitely tap into this on the next podcast. I'm right here now. Definitely tap into that. And then you got my brother Juan J. Johnson, Lone Wolf Firearms. Tap into his broadcast too.
They done shut me up my Facebook page.
They done shut your Facebook page down? That's crazy.
I got a virus on it now. Or somebody hacked it. I don't have access to it. Matter of fact, I tried to go live today on Twitter. They told me I need to buy the premium channel just to go live.
They hit you too. Now they hit me, and then I paid. See, this is the thing. I paid for it to try to be live today, and they not letting it go live on Twitter. So Twitter, you owe me a refund, you motherfucker. Give me my money back, damn it. And I'm gonna put in my complaints. Is Elon Musk stealing, everyday citizens' money now? What's happening?
I know they saying with Twitter you got to be a premium member now.
Premium member, yeah.
Yeah, I said I paid for that. I paid for that today. I paid for that because we're doing what we're doing over here, and it won't let me go live. And I didn't even pay for the basic plan. I did what they told me to do. So yeah, Elon, we're gonna have a conversation. Is X down that bad, or you're just extorting the everyday citizen, Elon Musk? That's what I need to know. But anyhow, yeah. So this is some folks said that she might actually get the nod to move forward as the sole candidate or the nominee for that party. Other folks are saying they have maybe packed somebody else in already. So I'm gonna keep my eyes out and see how this thing rolls out, y'all. What do you think, brother Juan J. Johnson? Is she up next, or is it somebody else?
Can't nobody beat Trump right now. It don't make a difference who they put up there.
Cool.
They need to be thinking about the next 2024. 2028 to 2032.
Yeah, they made it easy, landslide.
This whole thing looks bad for the Democrats because if he don't win, and they try that old stealing the vote piece they did last time, man, God forbid. It's not looking good for this country, man, no matter who wins. But Hillary, I think her time has come. I mean, she's the worst. I mean, she's just like a headache you can't get rid of, a migraine. Just that lets you know just how weak. Correction. That lets you know just how the Democrats have not cultivated the next generation of leaders. When you still pushing this Hillary Clinton bull crap.
Right.
Come on,
man. Right. Well, you know what, Brother Q, is she up next, Brother Q?
I second what Brother Juan said. I think the only person that could beat Donald Trump right now is Donald Trump. I think him campaigning going forward, he needs to do stuff with some serious tact. I don't think that he needs to make long speeches. I just think he needs to campaign, speak for 30 minutes, and he out. Focus on his agenda and what they're trying to do. Other than that, he could, you know, as Donald has known to do, he could speak himself to to a race that should be a blowout. In regards to Hillary, I want to see it. I'm someone who loves law. I'm fascinated by the moving parts that's going on, and people need to realize the party who really is trying to circumvent democracy.
Come on, Q. Come on.
People need this wake-up call. People need to understand what this party has always done. They've always done it. People love to regurgitate what Malcolm said and say, oh, he said, oh, we know what Malcolm said. Do you believe and understand what Malcolm said about the liberal?
Come on.
It is the truth. And regardless of the faces that have came in that party that look like us, that is from amongst us, you eat when they tell you to eat. And a lot of people in that party from the squad, like I said, when Nancy told them to be quiet, a lot of people in that party, a lot of voters in that party who continue to say, I'm voting blue no matter who. I'm going to stick with Joe even if he need his food mashed for them.
Right, that bullshit.
All this crazy rhetoric that us black people are saying in support of the Democratic Party. If you believe in them, support them. Don't worry about, you ain't got to say why you believe in them. They need a wake-up call at the end of the day of, I'm white and I say so. Because them circumventing Kamala Harris, who's the vice president, whether we like her, dislike her, or whatever, them circumventing her from her seat of power right now, that should be a wake-up call of what we're all about in our content. You know, and understanding the black family and how its role is in this country. She ain't getting that. They don't want her to have that spot. Just the thought of Hillary coming out of the shadows, that would not be being put out there if it wasn't true.
Right, come on.
That's scary, you guys. That's scary. We all know it happened in the Republican Party. Bush was the figurehead. The people who really ran the White House was Rumsfeld and Cheney. Their agenda was to get Iraq. They did what their agenda was, if you understood politics back then. The Democratic Party does not want Kamala Harris as the president of the United States.
At all.
At all.
They not trying to have that pass around out there.
Yeah.
They don't want her. They don't want her. And honestly, we got to understand, I mean, again, for folks that's still trying to go for the bullshit ski-wee finesse, she served a purpose just to run a play. She was there for the play. Right? And she's going to get demoted back to California somewhere. They're gonna put her back there and do something. They more likely bring Gavin Newsom up to be the VP.
And let me tell you something, and I hate to say it, Gavin Newsom is not going to commit political suicide.
Come on, talk that.
He don't want his name attached to none of this shit until 2028.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't think he could win, but he knows that he don't have a national base, and you don't want to commit political suicide and attach yourself to what's going on. This is why he said, I'm going to stick with President Biden. I'm going to stick with President Biden. He is not going to do this because if you commit... Does anybody remember Dan Quayle? Like, let's be honest. You don't remember the guy who got second fiddle.
Come on.
You don't even... They were non-existent. When you become a vice president, unless you're really strong in your personality and what you're trying to do and what that president that you're serving tried to do, you never get the top spot. You just don't. We know why Bush Sr. got the top spot. He was former FBI.
Come on.
So and years ago, the vice president actually went to the loser. That's how much they cared about that title. So, I think I would love to see it because I love political theater, Chef C. To answer your question, I will think it's very interesting and it would give people a gotcha moment.
Well, let me say this. I want to remind folks of one last thing, and then I got a major announcement, y'all. I got a major announcement. I want to remind folks of one last thing. Hold on one second. Cancel this real quick. We are in a particular time where, your and what you absorb and how you filter it all needs to be more prioritized in a preservation kind of a form. That my brother Juan J. Johnson, he always talks about it. Self-preservation has been deactivated. And listen, you can watch yourself to death because they have occupied you enough, right? With their propaganda to have you sitting there looking like a damn fool. And Brother Juan talks about that self-preservation. Self-preservation also, in some of the eyes of folks, that means you got to get up and do something. And a lot of folks, they hear that and they're like, this nigga telling me to do some shit. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do shit. But let me bring this up because I do want to remind y'all. I think it's necessary that I remind some of y'all that during a particular time, yeah. I'm running the city council right now. Salute. Nah, but listen, I want to remind y'all, real talk, that a certain period in our lives, folks got lazy. Okay. And you relied on this propaganda machine too much to really tell you what you were supposed to. Okay. You trusted this propaganda machine to say, hey, this is what I need to do, and then tell my family members to do it. Right? How many of y'all forgot when he went out there and said he got this shot in his arm? And then came out later and said, you know what? I'm not going to mandate it for anybody. And then proceeded maybe not even a whole month later and said his patience is running thin. Let me play this just to give you a refresher. Okay. Shout out to my homegirl Sugar for this one.
We're getting some breaking news. We've got a live shot there of President-elect Joe Biden getting his COVID-19 vaccine. He and incoming First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, both doing this publicly, receiving their doses, their first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine in Delaware, following in the footsteps of Vice President Mike Pence.
And again, shout out to my brother Juan J. Johnson. Look who they have administering the shot, y'all. A black looking woman. Don't let that pass you.
That part.
I'm going to just play it.
And the second lady, who we also saw as the death toll, Kayla, in this disease nears 300,000 people in the United States. This is going to be a big part of his administration's task, which is distributing hundreds of millions of vaccine shots in the early part of his administration. And we're just watching here the live shot. Obviously, they're doing this in a sign.
Why choose a black woman, y'all? Just ask yourself that question. Why? Let me tell you something. And look at it. Look, we're wearing is caring. Another black. Y'all think that's an accident? Black woman administering the shot. Black man, it appears. Right? Masked up. You think this ain't a war for your man? Man, listen. Why they ain't got Obolita somebody in there? Why they ain't got all of them the minorities that they care so much about plastered out in front here? Man, listen. Let me play this. God.
Sign of confidence and in a show that this is safe, and to listen to the experts and the scientists, as some people are skeptical.
And to that end, Sarah, the president-elect had said that he would get the vaccine whenever Dr. Anthony Fauci, who he has appointed as his chief medical advisor, recommended that he do so. And shortly after he suggested that, Dr. Fauci said that it was in President-elect Biden's interest and the interest of the country from a national security and continuity of government perspective for him to get it as soon as it was possible and as soon as it was available to him. You have also seen leadership on Capitol Hill in both parties receiving the vaccine and being very public about having gotten the vaccine, trying to show that this is not something, as polls indicate, is something that one party would support and another party would not support, trying to say this is something that every American should get as soon as it is available.
Yeah, the problem is it's not that widely available yet. And there are also a lot of people who still cannot get it. Mario Gabelli, sorry to cut you off there on the stock picks, but we are watching taking.
Yeah, but that's an important part. No. Every living president should have a shot at the same time on that television set. So just continue.
Okay.
If it was real, he'd been the same since he got it. He had more movement in this one clip than he do leaving the podium.
I don't even want to go down that road. I'm just leaving it at that. Chef C, I have no comments with this. I'll let the people decide.
We got to make the math, y'all. We got to make the math. And when we talk about just the palooza of it all, the theater is crazy. These folks will go the distance to get you. This was a finesse at its finest. Yeah, you know, listen, y'all, I'm going to stop that right there. And I want to say something that, let me go to something that I think is even more serious than all of this. Ladies and gentlemen, Patriarch Summit. For those of you who or first time checking in with us, okay? Patriarch Summit. Let me go ahead and do this here real quick. Okay. Patriarch Summit. www.patriarchsummit.com. Okay. We have now got to move the Patriarch Summit, ladies and gentlemen, to an online experience. I'm bringing this to y'all. Now, for those of you who are there now for the first time as well, I don't know if you do know, our brother Dr. Short is in the hospital. He's been hospitalized now. There's a couple things I want to say here. We understand that a lot of folks aren't necessarily prepared or even interested in moving the change forward for Black America in the way that it needs to be done. So with us wanting to do this, and particularly Brother Short, he told me about this thing. And I said, you know what, let's go ahead and move forward. Okay. We have not raised what we need to raise. And we kind of knew that was going to be the case, y'all. We kind of knew that was going to be the case, unfortunately. So we had in turn created some alternative ways to kind of raise the money that we would need in order to execute what we wanted to do for everybody, particularly my brother, Dr. Short. Well, we ran into some bullshit, which ultimately landed our brother, Dr. Short, in the hospital. This has been a very stressful experience, process since we first even conceived the idea. And when I say this is because the main backers that we had for this particular event, we had a guy who fucking sabotaged it. Motherfucker. We had one of the main guys who had committed to bringing in the remaining of the funds we needed to execute this at the Thurgood Marshall Center. Okay. He, in turn, with our building, as far as the people that we were bringing into the circle, the different professionals, etc., he wanted access to those professionals, y'all. This fucking guy is one of them hillbilly farmers, Black guy though, right? You know, because we wanted to do blackety black shit, right? Once he found out what everybody was bringing to the table, he then in himself began to break up everybody and try to do side deals with everyone. Okay. Tried to do side deals with me, tried to do side deals with a couple other cats that was a part of this, putting this program together. And in turn, turned off the other guy who was going to contribute to help us execute this. Well, I'll say this just to keep it simple, y'all. With all the stress of this shit here, Brother Short winds up in the damn hospital. Okay. He's got bleeding on his brain. And he's possibly got some cancer shit going on as well. Now, the brother hit me up. You know, he sent me this the other day because we've been planning and doing all this shit. Y'all got to send y'all prayers out to Brother Dr. Short. We still need y'all support, ladies and gentlemen. When Black folks try to get together and do some shit, history continues to show itself. Being more Black folks doing you fucking dirty. Okay? This is the history. Malcolm got killed by Blacks. Martin got killed by Blacks. You know, hopefully Dr. Short don't get stressed the fuck out and get up out of here all early off of trying to do something for niggas. This is why some folks may not particularly care for the way I talk, because even when we try to help, when we try to do shit better than ourselves, we get fucked up by our own folks. Constantly derailing shit. Brother Shore hits me up. He's in the hospital right now. The guy, he won't stay off the damn phone. They trying to keep him off the phone while he's up in there. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we need true support. For those of you who have purchased your tickets already, you will be refunded your ticket for the actual location. We are going to do it virtually. So all the speakers and everything, we still look forward to seeing all of y'all. We will execute virtually. Okay. www.patriotsummit.com. We are still paying for things. We still need y'all support. The money that went down for the place to secure it will be forfeited, y'all. It will be forfeited now. Nothing against the Thurgood Marshall Center. This is business, right? So those who have contributed thus far to what we're doing, we appreciate it. That money can't be refunded now. Okay. Were we wrong for hoping that we can actually do something with some other black folk? Yeah. Sometimes this shit happens, right? We do, Did y'all sign contracts and things? Only ones who sign contracts is myself and brother Dr. Short to get shit moving. Did we sign contracts with those sponsors, those Black American sponsors? These are supposed to be businessmen, right? These are supposed to be the guys you say you want to do something with another black fucker. This is what happens to you a lot of times. This is what happens. And some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all know. Let me see what the chat's saying. So now, again, we're looking at a situation, just so y'all know, Brother Short has bleeding on his brain. All right. He'll find out sometime this week if at a cancer situation. Informing and educating people about the necessity of being healthy was part of our programming. Even having Dr. Short go through his shit. Listen, we need to figure out a way to make sure niggas are good health-wise. Right? This was one of the first projects of Dr. Short's, his own project that he wanted to get off the ground, because he's very infamous for supporting everybody else's initiatives. Right? This is what he does. He supports everybody's other shit. He shows up in other people's projects. So he wanted to really do something that was for him. That really get the ball moving. So he partnered with Seth C. And we just said, we're gonna do something because I'm a glutton for wanting to help niggas. And niggas come through and do the same thing they always fucking do. Screw us. So I'm saying to everybody right here and now, okay? The Patriarch Summit, we're still going to do it. It's just going to be online. At least at this stage, I'll probably even be able to have my brother, if he's still in the hospital by then, if he's still in there, we'll have him talk his shit from the hospital bed. It's what it is, y'all. It's what it is, right? And we're gonna have all of our other speakers and presenters do their thing virtually as well. You'll be able to buy the Eventbrite. It'll be an online event. Okay, www.patriarchsummit.com. Also, we can still use support because there are still expenses to execute this thing. The GoFundMe is there on the screen, y'all. The GoFundMe is there on the screen. We need y'all support. It's just what it is. We need y'all support to execute. All right? It's on the screen. Scan those QR codes, ladies and gentlemen. ride with us, support us. For those of you who have done so, we appreciate y'all for real, for real. But this is where we are, and this is why I wanted to bring this to y'all attention. This is why we're doing Pat Talk this afternoon. You know, we got to keep in mind that a lot of times, you know, Black Panther Party got brought down by folks when you was trying to do something. A lot of the real initiatives taken by Black folks always get cut down by other Black folks. It's really what it is. This is the unfortunate nature and the truth. Will we continue to do try to do something for the Wazi group, ladies? Yes, we will. However, this is just an adjustment we have to make. So instead of it being a physical location, which we have to forfeit now, it will be online for the start with this Patriarch Summit. Okay. We'll circle back at some point. Can we get refunds? There's not going to be no refund for that location. There's not going to be no refund for the website. It's not going to be no refund for the money we've been putting out and whatever additional monies we're going to need to get the streaming and stuff organized. It is what it is. Okay. But again, ladies and gentlemen, for those who have supported, we appreciate you. You're here for the first time. We need you to support too. You like today's broadcast, we need you to support. My Cash App, $FTS49. Okay. $FTS49, the GoFundMe, so you see where your money is going, because we're very transparent like that. Go ahead and scan those QR codes right in the bottom of the screen. You see it right now. Okay. We are it's a little heartbreaking, honestly. You know, because Brother Short, you know, we were talking about this shit and we just really wanted to get it done. We didn't know it was gonna be like this. The way the guy was talking and all this shit, fly talk. You know, niggas can talk. I swear to God, I hate niggas can talk. I tell you. yeah, just send me the itinerary. You know, let me know what you want to do. Now, when you get back from filming whatever it is that you're filming, Chef, hit me up. I hit the nigga up. The nigga then comes and says, "Oh, well, I'm not really the owner. You know, my daughter takes care of everything." Hold on, nigga, you should have said that from the beginning. Like, come on, man. But this is what we deal with, y'all. This is what we deal with. So we are back here hollering at y'all. You want to see some real progress? It takes money. We just went through this whole thing with these donors. You want to see some shit moving, you got to put some paper behind it. That's just it. That's just it. Keep it a buck. This was for y'all, you know, straight like that. Industry professionals who are Black, quote unquote. But what we're seeing here, and I'm just saying it to y'all, and Brother Short wanted me to say it. Listen, when you look at these kind of things and you understand why, then those same Black folks who give a fuck about other Black folks then go other places to get the money to execute. This is why. This is why, y'all. Niggas make initiatives and do all type of shit. How many you think that, like, if you really ask yourself a question, myself, Dr. Short, Brother Q, Brother Juan, you know, my brother Negro, Coke, bunch of other fellas who would come through, you know, just a lot of other gentlemen that I didn't name if I miss y'all, but, you know, other folks that wanted to start some stuff and it never really got off the ground, but other things. Do you ever ask yourself how and why? So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, so now that puts us in a different place. We had a whole commercial made up and everything at the Thurgood Marshall Center, y'all, that we was going to release this week. That has to be modified and edited and things like that because it's just what it is. So money makes the world go round. We are asking our audience who actually rock with us to get behind us monetarily. Okay. I have not received any cash apps, so I'm just guessing this is another take environment as usual. And this ain't particularly toward the ones who always put on for us. You know, if you know somebody who got some paper, tell them to holler. Straight like that. Tell them to holler. Because we need to put this thing on. For me personally, doing it virtually isn't good enough. That's just me. However, respectfully, my brother Dr. Short believes you got to start somewhere. So this is, you know, it is pretty discouraging to see nigga shit happen to good people once again. Now my nigga, now brother Short is in the hospital, stressed the fuck out. He been hitting me about this money and all this shit, him being down for the last 2 months, y'all, us promoting this thing. He promoted it. He started promoting it before I did because I'm working behind the scenes. Now the nigga's in the hospital. The nigga is in the hospital, laid out, looking crazy. Y'all can go to his broadcast. He did a broadcast yesterday. No, he not supposed to be talking shit. Got MRI sending me this shit. This nigga in there doing broadcasts. Like, get off the phone. Right? That's our brother Short. Get off the phone though. But he's still trying to fight. He need to be resting. We need to be working. Family support the Patriarch Summit, y'all. Support the Patriarch Summit. I'm releasing this information. Some of the brothers on the panel may not be aware of this, but that's why I wanted to have this announcement today. We will be keeping our eyes on brother Dr. Short. Make sure that the man is having the recovery that he needs to have so we can keep doing this work. But this is where we are. So I'm gonna go to brother Q real quick. And yeah, I'm sure this may be the first time you're hearing of this, brother Q. But yeah, this is where we are. We were sabotaged. The doggone farmer works with Bill Gates. And this nigga came through and said, yo, yeah, I don't think it makes sense for me to do this kind of thing out public because it's going to interfere with my earning ability. What you mean, nigga? Like, then why even commit? Why even talk to me, nigga? Get off my. That's why I hate when certain niggas get my phone number.
You know, one of the things, Chef C, and I'm glad that you informed our audiences about Dr. Short and what he's going through with his health. And, you know, Dr. Short, we all believe is going to be all right. So those who pray for Dr. Short. Those who believe in sending good thoughts, you know, words for Dr. Short, please do so. But the ironic thing, Chef C, about Dr. Short is Friday when he sent me the picture of him in the hospital. I said, yo, I'm going to hit you back. So I called him Friday night, and then he hit me back Friday night when I was asleep. But just to give some people a glimpse of Dr. Short's personality that a lot of us don't see. He calls me yesterday. I answers the phone. I say, hello. He says, hello. He proceeds to tell me to do something and watch something on TV that concerned the Black family. I said, yo, forget all that. How are you doing? He literally ignored me. 3 times me saying that, and then patched me in the call with someone that was on the phone, because his concern was the Black family and what was being presented on TV at the time.
Right.
So our brightest warriors, and Dr. Short, and I always mess with him and call him elder, he is at the point in his life where he should be giving us counsel.
That's a fact.
And not be in, quote unquote, the trenches with the younger people fighting the fight. So it just goes to show that, you know, for those that don't really know him and have a glimpse of what he got going on, is that this man is risking disobeying the doctor's orders for the black family. So we need to be mindful of the sacrifices that he takes when he speaks, when he engages, when he asks for things, when he asks for stuff from the family to sacrifice. You know, if you know anything about Dr. Short, and if you've ever dealt with him, he's very open and honest about his beliefs and what he believes the problem in the black family is and what he's trying to do. And, you know, how he is. His email, he's going to talk to you on the phone. This is for everybody. And he's going to engage with you. And he's going to fill you out to see how you are. And he's going to be down with you 110%. So we need to be mindful of some of the sacrifices that people take when they even choose to speak on issues like this that we talk about, because it affects their personal life. It's a commitment that really, it's not easy. Dr. Short, whether you guys realize or not, he could really be doing some other stuff, not caring about the black family. If you listen to some of the stuff he says in his life, he could be part of the bullshit. But he's against it. And that's a personal choice. And I'm glad that he's more on the side that we all believe that is the truth. And I'm glad that he's on the side that's being a voice and an advocate for the black family. But Dr. Short is an outlier compared to a lot of people who have used their status and or position to basically grift us.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
Hopefully our brother is going to be back up and healthy. And as I know that I may piss him off, our elder will be back up on his feet and continue to support the efforts that the brothers are doing and understanding the vital role. Even this conversation, Pat Talk 32, what Chef C and Dr. Short have started is to understand the role and the significance of bringing the patriarchy back into the black family. We're talking about 60 some odd years of an onslaught of the patriarchy and how it affected the black family. So this is what we're going up against. Indoctrination of patriarchy stuff. And it's an uphill battle. So with that, it is what it is.
Shout out to Hannibal, man. I'm gonna check the receipt, and shout out to Brother Q. And that's a fact. Real quick, I'm gonna check the receipts. Hannibal just said Joe Biden has resigned and your president is now Miss Ski Wee. Breaking news. I'm gonna check that receipt. Can everybody confirm that Ski Wee is now your president, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. Hannibal might be trolling, but let's see. Ski Wee is the president. But to reiterate what Brother Q was saying, Brother Dr. Short has been in the trenches for quite some time. You know, and a supportive role for a lot of folks' projects. You know, this was one of the first ones that he wanted to do outside for himself. So this is, you know, lip service ain't real service. And honestly, yeah, we're going to adjust. We're making it a virtual experience now, but just do something else or just figure it out ain't always the answer. That annoys me.
Chef C, unfortunately, the latest I got is Joe Manchin said that President Biden needs to resign. I understand that we like comedy and like for things to be that way, but as of right now, Biden is still the president.
See, checkmate. All right. You know, so listen, again, this comes to the Patriarch Summit. Okay. And salute to y'all. Let me know what it is. Salute, Brother Q. Yeah. There's a time to troll and there's not a time to troll. This ain't it. So nonetheless, Brother Dr. Short is asking for support. I am asking for support. Some of y'all may say, fuck that nigga Chef C anyway. It's cool with me. Fuck you. But if you fuck with Dr. Short, support the Patriarch Summit, ladies and gentlemen. Also, you can get your tickets for the online summit, www.patriarchsummit.com. Ladies and gentlemen, you can get your tickets for that. It's extremely affordable, honestly. We don't drop the price all the way down. So definitely get that. We're going to have some phenomenal presenters still there making it do what it do. So definitely cop yours, but also support the GoFundMe efforts for the summit. It's right on the screen. Okay. Again, for those of you who don't know, Brother Dr. Short, very selfless guy, and honestly, one of his things is really just wanting to do something for a lot of ungrateful niggas. That's just me. We have gotten to a place where black folks only believe it is okay to take and be entertained than actually get some shit done. That is what infuriates me. But nonetheless, brother Juan J. Johnson, sir, I know this is your first time here. What are your thoughts, sir?
I think we need to stand with Dr. Short. I did see the broadcast from in the hospital. I'm like, what are you doing, Doc?
Yo, Chef C, a couple people just said that it is true that he did drop out. Pardon me, Brother Juan.
No, you're good. You're good. Dr. Short, along with many great ones, had the same ailment that most of your great leaders have. When you're about the Father's business, you really don't take care of yourself. Malcolm was about the Father's business for human rights. King was about the Father's business for civil rights. Amos Wilson was about the Father's business. Khalid Muhammad, so many good brothers, was about the Father's business and sacrificed a lot for the people who did not reciprocate. And I think me and Chef have had this conversation. That's why I've scaled back a lot, because I know black folks. They will step over your carcass. Human rights, civil rights.
Oh man.
Carcass. Okay? And move on like you never existed. I look at how they treated Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark in their twilight days, Dr. Jesse McDade, Dr. Wilson. Black folks will step over the carcasses. We don't want to admit it, but we are the authority on stepping over carcasses.
Oh, come on. That's a fact, though.
And
it's not funny, but it's crazy. It's true. It's true. That black folks will push you out in the road. They'll push you out there.
Yeah,
I just would love if that energy was kept for other folks. Lord, the more you care, the more feet you get stomped on your face.
Yeah. And then when you start to, when you make up your mind, I'm gonna look out for my damn self from now on. It's like you done broke a cardinal rule among black folk. What do you mean you gonna look out for yourself? What about us?
Come on.
There's no reason in heaven that we should have not the support. We look at all the information that's been shared. You're not getting a lot of this information from nowhere else. People are talking, but they ain't talking like Pat talk.
No.
Let's talk too. No. On their necks, the wolf.
The wolf.
Ain't talking us.
No. No.
I mean, we're having our channel sabotaged.
I can't even pay to get back on the platform. You see this shit here?
I'm gonna go on record. I'm not an agent. I'm just not an agent. But I know some folks out there, they agents. Dr. Short is not an agent. Dr. Short don't care, but he's still not an agent. He don't care. He's still not an agent. But I pray for him and his strength because again, I'm fully aware that the people who will hear it. And what we're doing, what we're sharing will go down in posterity.
Well, hold on, Brother Juan and Brother Q. Let me take a brief commercial break, y'all, and the people that's tapped into the chat. Let me know if Brother Dr. Short is lying. Is this a lie? We'll be right back.
I've been all over the world. I've noticed this about Black Americans, and I'll stop here. We have more people trying to turn us around than I've seen for any other group anywhere in the world relative to what our situation is. That you've got teachers, you got people that will just do something. They find out you're legit, just help you because they want to see Black folks make it. We do have this. This is lacking in other places, I can assure you. But you know what? Our desire to save people cannot be greater than people's desire to be saved and to help. So the people that do not want it, let them go. Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. I sure get it nowadays.
They're going to try to convince Gavin or Whitmer.
Listen.
There it is.
Was the brother lying?
He's not lying. Look here, I've had to pull back from Black folks. I teach the gun. You can't get these niggas to get gun training. Let me keep it 100. They resist even when I tell you that their self-preservation switch has to be deactivated. Their self-preservation switch has been deactivated. They're on a crash court for destruction. Right. And I've learned how to, in the words of Ludacris, move, get out the way. And it hurts me to say this, man, because I know that the young ones don't deserve this, but these old ones, they're going to have to pass away, man. They're going to have to pass away. I'm not even sorry for saying they got to pass away. I love them so much. I wish them off the earth. Go back to the source. Okay, come back reincarnated in something else. But your time is up there.
Brother Q, was Brother Dr. Short lying in that clip there, sir?
No, he was right. You know, and it's funny, every time you do your entry, Chef C, that clip always plays. And when you look at us historically, and what has happened is the civil rights movement era, a lot of that information wasn't passed down. People took jobs. And I'll say it because he's not here. A lot of these boomers need to die. They've been in the way. They haven't advised, they haven't counseled, they haven't told the younger people how to go about moving around. They just took jobs and their biscuits and they ate the whole meal. And we're left to try to pick up their pieces. I'm not saying none of them didn't do any good, but they didn't pass the baton properly.
Well, you know, and there's a listen. Brother Dr. Short has had some ailments off and on, y'all. It's just gotten a little heightened with the added unnecessary stress, honestly. Unnecessary because this shit ain't gotta be done. It don't, right? It honestly it don't have to be done. Right. And I was, you know, for me being on the business end, being on the business end, I'm just like, listen, pay attention to what folks are saying and doing. Money where their mouths is, they don't want it. Venmo, for anybody that wants to get in, the Venmo is right there from the soil. You can do the Venmo, you can do the Cash App, $FTS49, or you can scan the QR codes on the screen. That's how you can support this Patriarch Summit. Salute to Brother Freezy. Salute. But this is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. And that's Brother Dr. Short. That clip, I play that clip because that's from my first document series with my team at Bloodline Films that we put thousands of dollars into. Didn't charge nobody a soul. We went around the country grabbing folks and filming them. Dr. Short was one of the very first people. That episode, him and my brother Lone with Firearms. Salute to Brother Juan J. Johnson. Very first people who said they were open to be in this project. We got no support. No financial support for this thing. Trying to pull out season 2. We were able to raise maybe $4,000 and some change. That barely takes care of one episode. Let alone you talk about doing a show that's on the road. But I bring that up because, again, we're learning that, again, you can't give folks anything. So when folks want to give it to you for free, you know, it becomes a bullying environment. This environment becomes takers. If Black folks took as much as they do from other Black folks, you know, reciprocate that same kind of energy for white folks, we'd be in a different place right now. If you took as much from these other communities, we would have our communities. We will be Black Wall Streets all over the place. And you force folks who give a shit to join that crab in the barrel fucking bullshit. Lip service ain't real service. It ain't. It ain't. And telling a motherfucker to just move and do something else, figure it out, that don't get shit done either. That's not a solution. Money makes the world go around. Ask all those donors behind the Democratic Party or the ones that are actually leaving it. Money talk and bullshit walk. And a lot of times, we learn through this entire process all the time. And I'm saying through anybody that has been infamous with trying to do something for Black folk, they learn niggas ain't shit. There's very rare occasions where you get to, definitely not joining the crab in the barrel. I've been out the barrel. Definitely not joining it, Brother Nico. I ain't got no time for it. Brother Dr. Short said if they don't want to save themselves, leave them. Shout out to Brother Wolf. Walk over their fucking carcasses. Stop complaining about shit that you don't got when you don't put nothing forward to make the change. You see folks active folks doing some different shit in front of you, and you won't get behind them. Some of you more concerned about protecting your job. Okay, you don't want to put yourself out there. Hire the folks that will, quote unquote, hire them. Myself, brother Dr. Short, Juan J, Let's Talk Q, my nigga Negro. These are folks who will do that shit for you. You don't want to. You still scared of daddy and mommy? Sit your ass at home and let us go do it then, cause we willing. We've been willing. Dr. Short been in this damn thing for been out in this shit longer than I've been alive. He willing to do it, and you can't put nothing on the man book because you want to save face, or you got fucked up by some other niggas that ain't really show no real receipt of doing work for the community that you care about. See, that's where it goes wrong too. Yeah, we get licks. I done put plenty of money on niggas' books that ain't on the right type of time. Shout out Dr. Umar. Shout out all these other big mouth niggas out here that I done put mouth on because they was talking some fly shit that turned out to be fuckery. Watch niggas' movement, you know. Well, our movement has shown consistency. Whatever movement this is, it's shown consistency, right? So damn consistent to the motherfucker, these niggas in the hospital. Because this nigga keep giving a shit after getting done dirty decade after decade after decade. This nigga done told me all the shit he done got done dirty for. And shit, I'm almost catching up to him. I'm almost got 2 years, a decade getting dirty shit done to me by niggas. But here's the other side of that, y'all. The niggas that continue to care, it's not because they want to. It's because it's been put on them. It's been put on them. Niggas trying to shake it. Trust me. Trust me. I want to tell Black America in so many ways to fuck you. Trust me, I do. But whatever the hell that is on my shoulder, in my head, in my heart, won't let me slide. Won't let me slide. Won't let Dr. Short slide. Won't let a brother Juan J, Q, a Negro, a bunch of other. Shout out to my nigga Freezy in the chat. Y'all subscribe to Freezy, no captivity. Huh? Folks who care. Young lady told me the other day, says, Chef, listen, I want you to understand. I respect how you feel about Black folk, but it just ain't on me to care. I ain't got it. I would love it if more of our Black folks would say, you know what, I just ain't got it in me to give a fuck about another nigga. That is a different place of clarity. Instead of a bunch of niggas crying all the time. That's a different place of understanding. Okay, you don't give a flying fuck, so we put you over here. But then it's the people that don't give a fuck that come into whatever movements where people actually do care and muddy it. Sabotage it. In the case with this fucking farmer. Fuck it, I ain't gonna hide the nigga. This farmer. All this shit, he knew what type of time it was. And then he comes through and says, yeah, I can't really do this. Bill Gates giving me too much money. You know, I like these white folks is where the money is at. It's true though. But don't tell me you're gonna be on some, some Booker T type of time, right? In the way of funding some shit while you still get to save face. Is you gonna do it or you not? This is what we deal with, y'all. This is what we deal with. If you the nigga that want to save face with White Zaddy, Put it on the books of niggas that's gonna be on the grass outside. Put it on their book. Then the guy goes and sabotage the other sponsor we had and told him to pull out too. So now I'm looking at both of them niggas. Was you on the right type of time from the beginning or no? Or you was looking for another way to finesse some shit? They come around us and want to be king ding-a-ling, but they go around their white zaddy and want to get their head cut. This is the way these uppity niggas be around regular other black folk.
I bet it was a boomer.
They want to be. It was definitely a boomer. They want to be top niggas, top nigga around other black folk. You got to meet. I don't trust nobody that I can't meet in person. The fuck? I can't trust no other black man. You don't do that with White Zaddy. You don't tell White Zaddy he got to fly out to you to sit down with you. That's what he was telling me. See, this is, but again, ladies and gentlemen, this is, I need to make this announcement because it is what it, hold on, oh shit. Okay, so listen, salute the brother Freezy. God damn it. Salute the brother Freezy for hitting the Cash App. This is what I'm talking about. Lip service ain't real service. Salute the brother Freezy. That's gonna go somewhere. That's gonna go somewhere. And it, because we trying to do some shit in here. But y'all want to support the Patriarch Summit? Scan the QR code, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Short meant anything to y'all. Even if you can say fuck Chef C, you can do a fuck Chef C moment right now. I'm cool with that. It could be fuck Chef C forever. I don't care. Scan the QR code. We trying to do something for y'all, for real. Not no lip service. It won't be as big as I had originally planned. I had the whole motherfucking thing decked out. I did all type of shit, but it's going to be something. You know, it's going to be something because we need something different. We don't need another online or in-person fucking gathering. We need productivity, man. This shit is so annoying. Anyhow, Brother Juan J. Johnson, sir. Get off my soapbox. Anybody want to contribute or catch a feedback? The QR code is there. Show out Dr. Short that you actually give a fuck about this man's sacrifices. Okay? This man's contribution. Okay? Shit. For those who fuck, I need you to tap in. $5 make a difference. You know? $5 make a major difference for those who have gotten us to this point financially. Salute to you. Even before we even decide to do this, you was putting on. I appreciate you. Okay? For real, for real. Those catching the playback, QR code, my Venmo, @FromTheSoil. Okay? Cash App, $ FTS49. You want to contribute. Brother Juan J. Johnson, sir, anything last that you would like to contribute, Chef C, Chef Russ? United. Listen, anything else you want to say about this, sir? If not, let them know how they can get a hold of you, what you got coming down the pipeline, sir.
I just want to say, let's keep Brother Short in prayer. That blood on the brain and that the possible cancer diagnosis is real, family.
Yeah.
It's very real. So if you, whoever you subscribe to, whoever you pray to, just mention Brother Randy Short by name. So the prayer would be specific, intentional, that he would be healed, that he would be delivered, he'd be set free, that the peace of God would rest on him, because when you're dealing with these doctor diagnoses and these predictions, you want some prayer, you want some support. Anybody who's ever been in the hospital knows when you're on your back, you can't do nothing. You wish that phone would ring. You're praying that somebody would be concerned. So that's my prayer for Dr. Short, that he would come through healed, delivered, and set free. As far as the Patriot Pat Talk Summit, we need you to support. Now, I'm not going to beg you Negroes. I know how you do. You watch Dr. Ben die broke. You watch Dr. Clark. You watch the all die broke. So I know what I'm dealing with.
Dr. Cress Wilson watched all these folks die broke.
So
they're gonna watch it. He's goddamn it. That's why listen, hey, brother one, I don't mean to cut you, nigga. That's why I ain't stopped cooking for these white folks. I'll be damned. I rely on you niggas. I'm in the streets.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes. And look, and will turn their nose up at you and ask why you dead.
Walk right over me like them carcass you be talking.
That's right.
Shit, gotta give Chef Sia a box of chicken wings or something while I'm sitting over in the corner. God, I'll be damned. Nothing against the family that's homeless, man, because I was homeless too, but I be damned. I leave it up to a nigga.
I was homeless. I've been there. I have been there. So the Pat Talk, please support. And if you go to look at again, my social media Facebook page has been hacked. I don't have access to it. And
got him out the way.
They basically was sending out, could you send me $300 so I got a car for sale? I don't have no car for sale, and I have no $300.
Got him.
So
had Brother Juan as a used car sales.
It's a used car now. So I'm like, my phone been blown up. Is this you? You need 300? No, but if you got to we want to give me 3, I'll take it. But I don't solicit like that. So if you're on Facebook, any of my platforms have been hacked, all of them. Making Dreams Come True, Real Talk, Longwood Farms. I'm not even there no more. I'm only on now on YouTube and Social X and Instagram.
Damn. Got him out the way.
Yeah, got him out the
way. Hey, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. For those of you who are still tapped in, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to end on that, but you know what? I got to do this for y'all and see a nigga putting in overtime. Listen, it's going on 4 hours. I got one contribution. Salute to my brother Freezy. And at 4 hours, less than minimum wage, a nigga is on the streets right now. Absolutely on the streets, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't that some shit here? Look at you. Let me bring up something for y'all. Salute to those who do contribute. Salute to those. Definitely working the chat. Let me bring this up though. Here's what we need to bring up. Peep this for y'all. Peep this. Oh man, imagery is everything. Salute the Coke. Salute the Coke in the building. Ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you this here. Here's appears to be the resignation letter from Joseph R. Biden. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking motherfucking news. Breaking news. Yeah. Y'all know y'all heard it first right here. Right, y'all heard it first right here on the next podcast. Tapped in with the Angry Black Man's Book Club for Pat Talk number 32. You understand? Let's read off, ladies and gentlemen. Let's read off for the families. Okay, my fellow Americans, over the past 3.5 years, We have made great progress as a nation. Cap. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world. Cap. Okay. I might get a little I might get carried away, y'all, with this cap. But I got to read. All right. We've made historical investments in rebuilding our nation, in lowering prescription drug costs for seniors, and in expanding affordable health care to a record number of Americans. Cap. We provided critically needed care to 1 million veterans exposed to toxic substances. Cap. Okay. Passed the first gun safety law in 30 years, appointed to the first African American woman to the Supreme Court. Cap. She's Jamaican. Isn't Ketanji Jamaican, y'all?
Absolutely.
First African American. Lord, you see, they apply the one big nigga rule more than black Americans apply the one big nigga rule. Because they, y'all niggas always trying to make other black looking folks black Americans. But let's keep on reading here. Yeah. Let's keep on going. Okay, appointed bullshit. Okay, America has never been better positioned to lead than we are today. Cap. Damn, this nigga just lying all the way out of office. Let's go. I know none of this could have been done without you. That's a fact. All of you dumb niggas who supported this, niggas and negresses, that's a fact. He's right. The American people and jigaboos and the honoraries, the migrant, the immigrants, all of them folks. Yeah. Together, we overcame a once in a century pandemic, Cap, and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression, Cap. We're in a Great Depression right now. Niggas just surviving. But this is another Great Depression, y'all. Look at gas. Look at housing costs, insurances, bank fees, food. We down bad. What's this nigga talking about? Let me keep reading. We protected and preserved our democracy. Cap, you let 15 million plus illegals come through this thing right now. Right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm reading the Joe Biden. I'm reading the Joe Biden resignation letter as we speak, y'all. I'm reading this man's resignation right now. Okay. Together, we've overcome century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. We protected and preserved our democracy, and we revitalized and strengthened our alliances around the world. BRICS? Is he talking about BRICS? What? This nigga just lying. Okay. It has been the greatest honor in my life to serve as your president. And wow, it has been my intention to seek re-election. I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remaining of my term. Oh, for the remainder of your term, huh? I will speak to the nation later this week in more detail about my decision. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude to all those who have worked so hard to see me reelected. I want to thank Vice President Kamala Harris for her being an extraordinary partner in all this work. And let me express my heartfelt appreciation to the American people for the faith and trust you have placed in me. I believe today what I always have, that there is nothing America can't do when we do it together. We just have to remember we are the United States of America. The official resignation, ladies and gentlemen, of Joe Biden. He has officially retired, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, he's going to still stay in office and run the country and not allow Kamala to be the president. that's a blocker right there.
You guys in the chat, what Lone Wolf just said is major. It's not that the president decided not to run for re-election. It's what he didn't say.
Come on.
He did not endorse his vice president in this letter. He did not endorse Kamala Harris in this letter. He did not endorse Kamala Harris in this letter.
Come on, Q. Come on, Q. Come on with that.
The fix is in, folks.
The jokes
We
is
have to
in.
realize Biden-Harris ticket, when you run on that ticket, you get donors. They got over $300 million of donors.
Come on.
They literally have to give all that money back because it will not be a Biden-Harris ticket anymore. The Democratic Party has given up on you. All that democracy shit that they've been talking, excuse me,
Come on,
Chef
you
Steve.
come with it. Yeah.
All that
Come with it.
democracy stuff that they've been talking and they're fighting for democracy. No, they've been fighting for power and control. And they're willing to give up their power and control to fall back for 4 year. Whether they can get a candidate or not, or whether it's Hillary or not, they're willing to give it up right now. So they don't give a F about democracy and this guy's going to destroy everything in Project 2025. Project 2025 is a think tank piece.
Come on.
That no politician would ever agree to because it circumvents the government. Nobody's going to knowingly say they're circumventing the government. They're going to do it secretly. What we're seeing today. He did not endorse his vice president.
I love it.
Kennedy dragged his feet on signing the civil rights bill. Kennedy got killed, you guys. What's the first thing that Lyndon B. Johnson did?
Cook.
He signed that shit.
Cook.
He was against it the whole
Let
time.
him cook.
But he signed it immediately. You know why? To get the black votes for over 60 years. That's when the blacks decided to fully come over to the Democratic Party. We need to wake up, y'all. We need to wake up and see what's going on. And I'm not an advocate for any party. I'm a registered independent. My party is black.
Come on, talk that.
But let's get one thing straight. Any of y'all who said y'all Democrats, I'm not going to blast you. I'm not going to say anything about you. Because that's what you choose to vote, and you think that their vote and they speak for what your values are. But this clearly is a circumvention of the rules because they did not. Kamala Harris is supposed to be running for president right now. That's the point of the vice president.
Hold on. Listen, salute to y'all, man. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe.
Somebody
y'all.
said he endorsed her on Twitter.
I'm gonna check that. And let's see if we got the receipts, y'all. I don't want to. Y'all. Listen, y'all do realize what we was talking about and the irony that it follows with this resignation while we're in this broadcast, y'all. Do y'all see what's popping right now? Huh? Come on, man. It ain't no coinky dink. You figure dig me? It can't be no coincidence. We talking this shit breaking this shit down, and the nigga throws in the towel off the top rope his ass, get him out of there.
Look, you're seeing a classic case of the Democrats destroying democracy in pursuit of power.
Come on.
That, man.
Come on. Hold on. I gotta see if this. Listen, we gonna hang out for a sec. Y'all got me in this motherfucker longer than we gotta see if he really endorsed this pass around. Cause all we need is the AKAs to come out right now with the bullshit. Hold on. Here we go.
Election interference at its finest, man.
Your democracy is cooked. It's done. Do you hear me? It's cooked. It's dead. Let me see. Joe Biden endorses Kamala Harris. Let's see. We're gonna find out if it's on cap. Because Twitter will be going crazy right now. Hold on, let me see. U.S. President Joe Biden endorses Vice President Kamala Harris as his what? Oh shit, it's real, y'all. Oh shit.
The people chose Joe. The powers that be said he had to go.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me check.
Watch the convention. That's all I'm gonna say to y'all.
Hold on, y'all. Let me put some respect on something real quick. Hold on. Oh shit. Different time, y'all. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see. Oh shit. Okay. You got. Oh. Shout out to Hannibal for the cash app. In the cash app. In the building, Hannibal with the cash app. Let me sound.
Oh no.
Let me go in there. Let me drop a plate. Salute to everybody riding with us. Salute, Hannibal. Salute. Appreciate you. Yeah, y'all. We gonna bring this up real quick. Oh shit, it's official tissue, y'all. It is official tissue. No bullshit. No cap. No. My man, boy, Freezy, you in the building, Freezy? No captivity, Freezy. Where's my man Freezy at? Hold on, let me bring it up for y'all. Breaking motherfucking news, y'all in Pat Talk. This is a baby, Dr. Shorts and myself here. Pause. All right, breaking all type of news. Pause. Okay, let me bring this up here. Y'all got the letter, and y'all about to see the endorsement. And we got the fellas in here. Salute. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Let me read it off. U.S. President Joe Biden endorses Kamala Harris. Let's see. Let me go to Joe Biden. Let me go to Joe's page. Kamala Harris is a Democratic candidate for the presidency. My very first decision as a president. This nigga trying to get clout. Niggas, let me go to Joe Biden's. Let me go to Joe's page. I thought I had blocked Joe Biden because the nigga Joe Biden page used to get on my. I blocked that. I blocked your president. I ain't even gonna hold you. Let me see. Joe Biden is blocked. Oh yeah, I blocked this nigga. Fuck him. Let me unblock him. Hold on, y'all. I blocked your president. I can't even hold nobody.
Just honest.
Yeah, get that motherfucker up out of here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see. View post. There you go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Yeah. How many of y'all got the heart to block your president? I ain't see niggas out here doing that. Block that nigga. Get out of here. Listen, my thing is, any way I could get a lick on these folks, I'm going to get it. Even if it's on pressing the button online. God damn it. But I digress. Let me say this. My fellow Democrats, I have decided not to accept the nomination and to focus on my injuries, on my duty as president. Well, my energies on duties as president for the remainder of the term. My very first decision as a party nominee in 2022 was to pick up Kamala Harris, etc., etc. That's fly talk. Hold on. Kamala to be okay. Today, I want to offer my full support. As we see in this family, I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Damn, Hannibal was on. Nah, Hannibal, you up. Hannibal is up. Hannibal was on it.
But what's telling is he's too weak to run, but he's strong enough to stay in power.
Right. Right.
I mean,
so he's still, listen, don't get this twisted, y'all. There's more theater. He ain't out.
No, he's still the president.
He's still there.
He's still
this is clever talk, y'all. Don't get it twisted with the jargon. This is talk. This is fly talk. This is smoke and mirrors, family. He's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Nice job, Joe, and your handlers. We see you niggas. This was some trickery talk, y'all, like they always do. When you start hearing them run off those statistics, y'all, when they say 9 out of 10 mothers, blah, 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 8 out of 10 families, blah, 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 blah. That's more of that clever statistic skew talking stuff that they do. You heard? Don't get too hype of this, because that means by the time it's completely done, by the end of January, right, Brother Q and Brother Juan?
Yeah.
He still gets to raise all type of hell. Right? He still gets to raise all type of hell for black folk with that bullshit ass endorsement, even though listen, he know, just like his endorsers know, Kamala going down in smoke. They just didn't want him to be the one. Let him keep running plays. Right? Let him keep running plays. We'll put him into the shadows to do the dirty work. Roll Kamala out as the head. Look at this person. Don't look at what's going on over here. Did you hear me? Look at this, but don't look at what Sleepy Joe is still doing behind the scenes. That's a fact. Shout out to my sister Star. She is the ultimate crash dummy. She is. Ladies and gentlemen, the democracy is cooked.
It's on life support, that's for sure.
And shout out, Brother Dr. Short. Not on life support. Still fighting. Ski Wee is down bad. Shout out to Brother Nico. Look, Brother Q, what's for you, man? Let's talk. We're supposed to be done, but now we're gonna have to talk a little bit more. Let's talk about this.
All I'm gonna say is the next couple of days will be interesting.
Yeah.
But in Chicago,
okay,
they will be having a Democratic National Convention.
Mm.
If you're into politics and you care about what's going on with them, it's gonna be fireworks, because at the end of the day, the delegates don't have to go with Joe Biden. 14 million people wanted Joe Biden to be president. They did not want Kamala Harris to be the president. She was part of the ticket. Now, I'm not saying whether she'd be a good president. I'm not into her or her politics. However, this literally is changing the face in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Craziest shit ever, bro. It's got to be something constitutionally wrong.
No, it's something right, but
it's fair play.
Within their party, what's going to wind up happening? Who she tries to select and who they elect to be her vice president. If she gets the delegates, she may go up against somebody like Hillary, who don't like her. Number one, who may be like, I want to be the president. I want to be the nominee. And them delegates get to voting. and Hillary beat her. It could be Bernie Sanders. I know what a lot of people think, like, you're talking great. No, it could be anybody. It could basically be a popularity contest going on at that convention. And depending on who gets the most delegates, that's who's going to be the face of the election.
This is crazy. This is
like right now, Donald Trump is basically in an election by himself until the delegates come in. He got all the delegates. He's the nominee. Now, Joe endorsed her, but that doesn't mean that she's going to get the nominee.
That's right.
So, I mean, far as a party and being on code, we already know the Democratic Party is never on code. A lot of moving parts going on. The Sheila Lee dying, all the Whip Clyburns, all the Butter Biscuits crew who have prompted Kamala up to be the vice president. And that's why Joe elected her to be a vice president as a symbolic gesture. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on in Chicago in the next couple of weeks for that convention.
It's almost anybody's race.
Go ahead, Q. I mean, brother Juan got it.
It's actually anybody's race.
Yeah. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, the Democratic Party right now can say, you know what? We believe RFK could be a better candidate in our party. That's how crazy it is. Even though he's an independent, he's running on an independent ticket. It's anybody's race to race against Donald Trump.
Well, I will say this, gentlemen.
Less than 100 days away from the election. Let's get that straight. We ain't talking about next year.
It's the wildest shit ever, Q. It's wild. Yo, I'm over here like, yeah, I never thought I would live to see this.
Nico, you're exactly right. Chaining of the old coon god. Right. Because Nico, trust me, the CBC been so quiet. Oh, they're gonna be loud this week. Oh, they're gonna be loud. Listen, and go on Instagram and all the sites. Watch how they be shucking and jiving. Watch Roly Poly. Watch all these guys, these talking heads. If you want to look at the theater, but I prefer that you follow New Black Media to get your answers, to get what it is. Sometimes you got to sit in the stands and watch the people fight. This is better than pay-per-view. This is better than the Floyd fight. This is better than the Tyson fight in its prime. What's going on?
Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna say this. This is this is white on white crime. White on white supremacy crime on white supremacy crime. I have never listen, man. This is the best. I don't even listen. I'm you can't get better TV than this. You can't get better TV than this. Niggas, stay out of it. That's all I could really say. Mind your business. Do what you gotta do, make your moves. There will be some kind of backlash, even with this at the bottom level. But just keep your head on a swivel. Look out for your interests. Look out for your community interests if you that kind of person. We've never seen anything like this, ladies and gentlemen. We have never, ever seen anything like this. Is phenomenal.
Trust me, Joe Biden never wanted to drop out the race. This is. I mean, we talk about Biden and Joe, but it was Jill calling them shots. Jill, you couldn't get close to him. In there, she was the president.
Star says she gonna get some Merlot.
Right. Pearls. Salute real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to my sister Star for hitting the cash. Absolute. Star, drop a bit. Salute to my sister Star for contributing like she always does to the program. I appreciate you, sis. Gentlemen, we got a program here. I think it is time to shut it down. This is probably one of the more productive marathon broadcasts we've had. It was just so much shit dropping in actual broadcast. You can't dip off. So this is phenomenal. This is breaking news. This is history. Let them know y'all heard it here first. You know, keep your prayers in for my brother Dr. Short. Uh, keep supporting the Patriarch Summit again, ladies and gentlemen. Keep supporting the Patriarch Summit.
Chef, you're breaking up. But look, let me say something. This thing is far from being over.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, we still got 2 wars we're fighting. And him holding on to power, man, he can always, if we declare war, guess what? It all stops.
No election.
No election. And Jill remains in power. I keep saying Jill because I know Biden not calling him.
Hey, right. Jill running the shot back behind the scenes. You're gonna have to. Anyhow, gentlemen, this was a great broadcast. Again, everybody has contributed. We appreciate y'all. Again, get on over there to the GoFundMe, y'all. We appreciate your efforts. Support our what we're trying to get done here on the behalf of y'all. You know, and I would say to those who are givers, don't hold us accountable for the people who did you dirty in the past. Right? I know we do that. I know it's a natural way to be. You protect yourself, but if you are a calculated giver, a heart-driven giver, the transparency, you won't see anything like that anywhere else. And I will show you the actual deposit that we made on the Thurgood Marshall Center. I'm that kind of nigga. I don't care nothing about being transparent. So if you are a giver, you will see where your money goes.
Mm-hmm.
You will see it. You know, miscellaneous fees and all this other shit. You know, and other things that folks like to take that money and do. You know, that's just not us over here. But nonetheless, I want to thank everybody for joining us here today. Brother Q, any last words from you? What's coming down the pipeline? So
prayers for Brother Short. Prayers for Brother Short. Prayers for Brother Short. Unfortunately, what's going on, a lot of political commentary probably coming. But other than that, man, you know, just like I said, take care of yourself first. Take care of your family first. Make sure that they get the mental and physical nutrition that they need. And be aware of what's going on in the world. I mean, some things don't have nothing to do with you, but then some things do. So appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys' support. Appreciate you guys more than you really believe it. With that, great opportunity to be on this panel. Now we can enjoy some of this day.
Salute to Brother Q in the building. Salute to our brother. Brother Lone Wolf Juan J. Johnson, sir. Anything you got coming down the pipeline, how to get a hold of you, and your last thoughts, sir.
Again, you will see me more on my YouTube station.
Mm-hmm.
You should subscribe and support. I'll do more videos on Twitter. Again, I'm not sure if I can even gain access to my Facebook account anymore. And that was a 15-year page. But it's new beginnings. And I'm looking forward to this whole YouTube experience more. Just more informative. Support the Patriarch. And again, please, if you find time, send up a prayer for Dr. Short. Sometimes we don't know we got until they're gone.
Come on.
You know, Dr. Short is a rare brother, a shooting star. Again, we don't know what we have until that person or persons are off the scene. So pray for Dr. Short, or those who are listening who have hung out with us for these 4 hours going on 5. We salute you. Thank you. You could be anywhere else, but you're here. And we're going to keep on bringing you content that you can extract from. And don't forget to get these guns. Don't forget your guns. We need you to become responsible gun owners, gun users, especially in this unpredictable time that we're in. America is imploding right before your very eyes. It is not stable. The Democrat Party is not stable, just like the Democrat voters are not stable mentally. I'm going on record. I said it 10 toes down. They're not stable. The Republicans ain't stable either, but you're seeing it played out with the Democrats. Okay, so again, support the chef. Support Let's Talk To on the next Angry Black Man, the Negro, brother Vape, and I'm Twiz.
Yes, most definitely. Salute Twiz. But ladies and gentlemen, brother Juan J. Johnson, Lone Wolf. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Brother Juan J. Johnson. Appreciate you, man. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the broadcast. You know I got to play my music now. Ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank all of y'all on behalf of our brother Dr. Short for Pat Talk number 32 in his honor. And want to thank these brothers for coming up and always riding and sliding the way that they do. Ladies, we brought breaking news to you, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news during a live broadcast about the very treasonous individuals who stand in way of you getting any form of reparative justice or justice in general, resigning and stepping down. The ancestors are working for those who believe in that. But it's up to you to be proactive than reactive. And with that being said, if you're catching the playback, support the Patriarch Summit. Support all programs here. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing. You fall for anything. My name is Chef C, and I'm out.